are back,
We are back.
and better than ever. You want to recap for me?
I will be.
Get my ass level 10.
All right. Recapping last
Please.
session, the party finally gets out to sea from Skulgar or from Oldstead. They head towards Perry Brooks. There's a little bit of turmoil on the leaving of the island within the party. Have a few encounters. They brave out a strong, powerful storm. A couple key members here, especially in the Crow's Nest, and our other ranger, or I should say, ranger left alive, sees this massive bestial thing within a large 100-foot plus wave. After that, they make it out of the storm alive. No casualties, a little bummed and bruised up, but we end up on calmer waters, seemingly as if whatever this storm had done had delayed some of their time of travel. We then had a few moments of some religious contact, some new beings at the face of one Bradley Winwright, and then we left off starting the new day on open waters. That's where we left off. Bush. But yeah,
So is it calm right now?
it is calmer waters. You guys are still anchored down,
Yeah.
about ready to start the next day, I believe.
And you said we just circled back and saw the same thing that we just saw, right?
That rock jump.
That rock.
You think it's the same rock.
Okay.
You're unsure if it is, but it seems very similar, and it just seems as if you got this feeling that you might have just kind of did a complete 180 and then are back where you essentially started, but you're not quite sure if that's exactly what it was, or if it's just another rock out in the middle of the ocean or the sea that just kind of made you have these thoughts. But yeah, does anybody want to do anything to start the new day? Anybody want to talk?
So it's a new day,
It is a new day.
and we rested, right?
You rested. You should have a full rest at this point.
I guess right before I'll go up to the party.
Well, guys, I know yesterday we had some interesting encounters. Tempers were flaring. It's a new day. We move on from it. We're still a party. We're still one. We push through. We make our way to Perry Brooks. We continue our journeys.
Please add 14 HP.
Yeah!
Exactly why you're saying that,
Yes.
right? Right when you go, we push through. I'm like,
And you guys feel rejuvenated, inspired by young Sylvan.
Let's go ahead and let's take that as part of your captain action. So let's go ahead and have you roll right away. Yeah.
Fours.
Sylvan worse.
Thankfully, that was not it's not necessarily for travel, so that doesn't do anything for you.
just
Also,
a shitty
to go
speech.
through this next bit of travel as well, we are going to make some rolls, obviously, for as we have been. Depending on how well we roll, depends on how well you travel as well. Okay, so that's a little hint of why you also kind of felt like that. You circled around it because we had some not so great rolls, especially on the traveling type things that we did. So,
Even though it's a second or a separate attribute, can I give guidance to somebody on their job?
yes, you can.
Okay.
And guidance is just visual, right?
Yes.
It's not necessarily touch.
Let me look actually.
If it's touch,
get it's touch.
you have to make sure that you leave the crow's nest to do
So I
so.
might touch him. So before
But you usually start the day without going into the crow's nest.
Yeah.
So
How long does guidance last? An hour? 10 minutes?
Let me look.
I think it's.
I just have full.
I thought it was an hour.
It's only a minute.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
It's more like,
I usually like though for like if it's not combat or like in a small situation, I usually like to extend that. So we'll say it's like 10 minutes while you're on like traveling waters.
Okay.
I'll say just because a minute on the seas is like
Yeah.
that. So I'll at least say 10 minutes because that would usually be like a normal round of something when we're traveling versus like combat usually like that 6 seconds, 1 minute, whatever. So.
Stay next. Guidance.
Like, did you see that? It's guidance! So, come
What the fuck are they doing?
So,
Getting cut.
Guidance.
outside of that too,
I love guidance.
just to help with some mechanics and stuff of travel too, there might be some checks that I have you do, so like perception or investigation, survival type things. Those are not technically part of your jobs on the ship, but sometimes they might. So like if I'm saying we're going through a storm and I say roll for survival, we're gonna say that's just technically part of your job as well. Unless I go roll for survival on something else, okay? If you guys are like asking, okay, I need to look for something, that's perception, that's not part of your job unless it's you,
No.
right? So if anybody else does that, right, if it's pertaining to your job, then it becomes a thing. Unless it's like outside of an I say, that's just a normal survival. You don't have to do the -5, okay?
Perfect.
All right, so yeah, you guys are out in the open sea. You guys essentially anchored right next to that rock. You had your rest, or finished your rest, I should say. And then you wake up, you know, it's only a couple hours later, so it's roughly about 9-ish in the morning right now. Clear skies,
Yes.
few clouds. It doesn't seem to be impending weather at the moment. And waters are roughly calm.
Well, I think we can keep that. Does it seem like we're still going in the same direction? Because I know that rock looks pretty familiar.
Let's go ahead and make your
Thor,
So this is the
you're gonna get your ass kicked again.
So
This is your actual job.
Okay, so 10.
10. So he rolled a 10.
Who did? Torin.
Yeah, Torin did. Yes, with a 10.
Am I up there yet or not?
You can be if you want to.
I don't want to be because I
Okay.
want to I probably get the sales first.
Yep. Okay. So at the moment where you had left off, you had made sure when you anchored to be pointing in the direction, so that way when you woke up, you were ready to go. And it seems like, if anything, you're just swaying back and forth because of the waves, but you're pointed in the right direction.
We are good. Sylvan.
Alright, well, I'll
Captain.
set the sails. Yeah,
Might have a suggestion for you.
yeah.
Since we're not very good at these jobs, couldn't you try inspiring us to give us a little bit of a boost?
Yeah, I can. I just don't know if I want to just waste all my inspiration.
Well, you didn't use any yesterday, did you?
I think so. I do you think we're gonna get in any combat?
I don't know, I guess.
We will.
I think it's how many.
I can sense it.
Can you inspire yourself?
No.
No? That's shit.
Don't worry. I can help you. Guidance on starting this ship up properly and getting us headed
Alright,
right away.
Let's set the sails. Drop them.
Drop those sails, get that anchors up.
That's me here.
All right. Roll.
Yep.
And then whoever does the normal jobs here for the sales, which I believe is technically you, Bradley.
Yep.
7.
-1.
12.
I mean, honestly,
Minus 5.
That one minus 5.
Oh, minus 5. It's 5. For 7. Sorry.
Bradley! What are they?
That's what I need for the session.
We might need that inspiration now.
If I could use my sword though, yeah, it would.
But yeah, so from there, it seems as if you guys take off into the distance, pointing towards where you think is Barry Brooks, and yeah.
Outside the game, what's your job, Bradley?
Sales.
Okay, so you have the sales and
Oh, yeah.
so,
No, he's technically bosun, is what I think we
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, he's
yeah, we
bosun.
kicked you out of your job. Could they put sales and crow's nest together, and
Gotcha.
your guys blinder on
Yeah,
that?
so we actually changed. So you were the bosun, and I had some of the roles a little mixed up, and then just because Crow's Nest and Sailing Master you don't have, it's kind of the same thing. Otherwise, he's just a perception person. So we made that one job. So bosun means you're actually fourth in command. You keep the ship in shape for battle and travel, and then you're in charge of provisions and supervising activities on board that is not within combat,
Okay.
which I'll help you when we get there. So.
It's
But
not A.
we also said if you wanted to go into another like job, you can start putting things towards that too,
Gotcha.
to kind of level up. So like if you wanted to help with Sailing Master, you could technically put some into that as well.
Okay.
Did we have them roll right away before?
Oh yeah, roll
Oh, yeah.
percentile. Yeah.
So just roll a 2d10. Roll the first one.
This is the biggest roll of your life, by the way. So
Beats to 100, you know, they get -4.
Well, I don't think you can get 100.
If he rolls a,
does,
he rolls
it's
100.
He gets a
He rolls
10
a
and a 10.
001. I don't know how that works.
So that's 20, and then roll one more time.
It's bad. He's starting to go bad.
Oh, she lost.
-1 dice.
Oh, she lost. She fell
No, we'll get it later.
Into the mouth.
Into the abyss.
I knew it was gonna hurt
Yeah,
me.
missed.
Kill that.
70.
So 27% is what you got.
Very
27.
So it's on.
So you have 27 XP for that.
So then we got. Did you guys get on the XP the paper?
Yeah, he's got it.
Okay.
So I need to roll for sailing.
We'll do that now, yes.
Thor,
Sigmund,
you got your ass kicked again.
I don't know about that, but sure, give you a better fight than yesterday.
I hope so. You better learn something. If you don't, I'm not gonna be happy.
And he draws his battle axe. And with that,
Good roll. What was that again? Is this a
um,
normal attack modifier?
yep.
Oh, 24.
Oh, 23. He actually rolled really
Oh.
fucking well too. So you guys see Thorn and Sigmund start kind of battling down on the main deck, and you see for now it's a pretty even fight. Sigmund's kind of not taking it easy, but definitely like letting Thorn, hang in there and kind of get some of that hand-to-hand combat experience without just like pummeling him right away. We'll do 2 more rolls.
16.
Yeah, he kicked his ass this time. He got a 6.
Oh, I rolled a 7.
And so now you see Sigmund kind of pick up the pace a little bit as, the heat of the moment's picking up. You see Sigmund actually kick Thorn down into the ground, and Thorn stands up and he's pissed off, and he takes his battle axe, he grips it with 2 hands, and he charges again. 1 more roll.
Oh, he's not beating me unless he gets a nat 20.
Crit fail.
Oh, I got 26. Or no, 28.
And so you guys see Thorn charge at Sigmund, and Sigmund perfectly parries it, and he actually gets his battle axe kind of wedged into his sword, and he disarms Thorn, and he stands there with his battle axe, and he chucks it on the ground.
What the hell was that? You got your ass kicked today. You put about a fight up yesterday.
You see Thorn out of breath. It's the storm from the other day. It's the sea's messing with my perception. I think my earlobes are off a little bit.
I'll give you a break for today. You show up like that tomorrow, I'm not gonna be happy. It looks bad on me as a trainer. You're getting worse.
I will be better, Sigmund. You have my word.
Thank
He picks
you.
up his battle axe and he storms off.
Insight check.
Roll for your job now.
And as bad as Thorn did, you seem like you might have picked up some new combat maneuvers.
Okay.
What's going on?
Let's go.
9.
Better than an 8. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. And with this, as travel starts to go on, for we'll say about 6 hours, Sylvan seems to be keeping it steady enough that there doesn't seem like anything comes out of the way. There's no rough waters that he hits, no dangers.
In that 6-hour stretch, I want to pop him out and feed him.
Okay, no problem.
And you pop him out and he starts munching.
And then when he's done, I'll put him back.
Guys, he's getting a little fat.
I know, I need to get him out.
Can
I'm on
I?
this fucking boat for a week. Get him flying.
I know
again.
one of the cannons was like loose and not set, so can I use like my job to like reset that place and work on
Yes,
that?
let's go ahead and roll for that then.
Maybe I can come out for poop.
14. Let's go.
That's big.
Not
It's a
bad.
huge
You got a
roll.
14.
Yep,
Yeah.
14. And then let's
Poop
go
comes
ahead
out
and
already.
roll. Let's actually roll a sleight of hand. This is normal sleight of hand. Yep, not your job.
17.
17. Nice. With that, you actually think that you secure it a lot better than you did the first time. So, whoever armed your ship seemed to kind of just do it as they saw fit for the time being, and you actually do a better job than them. So, yeah. So let's all go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Nice.
Fuck. Ooh, not good on that one.
That's
though.
cockney.
19.
Oh, fail.
Oh,
Damn.
no. 15.
19,
It was
15,
cocked on a crit fail.
7, 11,
Really?
11. Okay. Thankfully,
like shit.
Sylvan and Doris, you guys actually started noticing a few more of those kind of like stalagmites type rocks kind of poking out of the water, and they become a little bit more dense. So you guys are starting to like kind of weave in and out, and with the help of your captain, hearing orders, you're completely lost. I'm assuming you're in the crow's nest.
Yeah, I'm
And
crossing
you're
now.
just kind of like looking in the sky for dangers and not looking where the ship needs to be going. And Sylvan, you do well enough to just make sure that you're not hitting any or scraping any and taking damage on the ship.
Oh, kind of rough waters out here. Doesn't look like Torrent's doing much up there.
What?
Torrent, get your eyes back on look what we're going through. Look
Okay.
at the rocks.
It is. I am.
Next time when you see these things in the distance, let me know.
I knew, Captain, you were too superior to those rocks.
I just don't want to run into any of them.
Don't worry, I will guide us through waves.
Thank you, Torrent.
Yeah, and I want everybody to, obviously other than Sylvan and Torin, to position themselves on deck for me where you might be at. Like if you're doing any sort of patrols, if you're going to be anywhere on the ship, I want you to put yourself where you think.
Oh,
Okay, with that then, let's go ahead and have Bradley. I'm going to have you make a perception check. Sigmund.
Sigmund, train Thorin how to
Make
shoot a
perception for me,
cannon.
Bradley.
You want Thorin on the cannon? Tell him that was my job.
Oh, have him help. We have two of them.
Oh yes. Oh,
Just have a backup guy.
I mean, I really don't know much. I think you just take a big cannon and throw it in there
Oh,
and
you just learn.
light the bitch up.
Let's learn together. Have
Hey,
Thorin. Have
after-
Thorin start learning.
I'll show you how to do it. He walks over to the crate with the cannonball.
Oh no, he probably knows.
Grabs a cannonball. And he pops back the little hatch. And he grabs his little fuse box.
Thorin, I want you to hit that rock out there. About 2 o'clock.
Now you may show me the way of the sword, Sigmund, but I'll show you the way of salt and sea. and
Legendary line.
blow up our ship.
and you see him light the little fuse that goes to the cannon. And oh, nat 20. Oh! So you see Thorin fire, and he kind of moves it. And you see the cannonball fire, and like the little spirals come off the smoke, and it just obliterates the rock that he was aiming at.
Oh, well, you are useful for something.
You gotta stand there very proudly.
Thorin, great job.
Absolutely
Thanks.
Get Sigmund
magnificent
some
shot.
tips and
Yeah,
tricks.
maybe you need to teach me some lessons on shooting cannonballs.
Next time you guys are gonna shoot the cannons, a heads up would be nice. I'm gonna change my fucking pants.
I thought I smelled something up here.
Apologies, Brecken. I will give you a warning next time.
Ooh, 21.
No more of that though. We don't want to waste any more cannonballs.
Aye.
I don't believe we have the supply to be just shooting at rocks.
Too
all day.
hungover for this shit.
Don't
then-
change your goddamn pants. It stinks
Sigmund,
up
from
here.
now on, you can roll with advantage on your checks, as Thorin's gonna be helping you out. Let's
Go.
After Sylvan told me to focus on the sea more, I want
So
to
they
just
tell me the
start,
captain.
I want to start practicing my horn and not pay
Hey,
attention to
I'll-
the
Anybody help me?
That's for the performance check.
Well, that's 30 minutes.
Sorry, my captain, but I can't do the wheel at the same
17.
time.
17. Nice. And without
just
it,
Actually, I'm
She's supposed
proficient in
person.
it, so between
Oh, yeah, my big speed
I
help me.
did that.
Your
Yeah.
big speed.
Actually, I don't know if that would change it.
well, you become proficient in a weapon or an item, right?
Yeah.
And you chose to do
Yeah,
the
but
horn.
so that.
So yeah, you would.
okay.
Yep.
So yeah, 21.
With that,
Yeah.
better than you had ever done before. You've had some struggling times with this horn, this conch shell of sorts, and this time you start practicing, and you start practicing, and you all hear.
That's
What is it?
a
What is it?
shell.
What's wrong?
The horn's bundle.
And yeah, and like a lot of the crew get spooked, and they're like, kind of like getting to ropes and like about ready to like get a cannon ready.
Thorin, what's going
Do I
on?
know what
We
day
do that every time now.
What's
Get
that?
Do I know
stopped.
what day of the week
No.
it is?
Yeah, you actually do.
You came on my dick.
Mine all the time, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna yell out. Today is the second day of the week. This is just a warning. No worries. Do the one more time.
And then,
Have them at peace.
and then
Stand down.
you see all
Just Thor being a jackass.
nice. I'll give you a roll on that one.
Yes.
And you see a lot of the crew members
-5 again?
Yeah, still minus.
Oh, okay. So what is that? 14?
14.
Hey, that's
All right,
cool.
I roll 19.
Nice, 219. That's better
And
than
you
what we
see
did last
a
time.
bunch of those,
like,
some of those Dragonborn that you had just essentially recruited, they kind of like, they're ready, and then they hear Dara say that, and they go, and you start hearing them start speaking in Draconic, like, Nazis, Florida.
Lucky you can't spell.
And it seems like they're somewhat cursing at Torrance.
I'm gonna
Those who can hear them.
These Dragonborn really know how to sing.
Then
The band of Dragonborn.
you actually do hear them that it's,
I have all their names.
it's a nice sunny day out and it's calm on the waters, and after this little scare, they actually start going about their jobs on the ship, just trying to make sure all the ropes are set, all the sails are good, making sure like the deck is nice and clean, and then you start hearing them sing some shanties.
Are they in like the nice clothes that we told them to wear?
Yes, they are.
Okay, they're not in the rags anymore.
I'll
Yep.
take
Thanks
a,
to
I
riches.
want to make a lookout, check to see if there's anything in the next hour or so.
Reckon I'd rather just make sure those Dragonborn.
Okay, so let's go. I'll give you a roll.
Okay, perception or
This is your job.
job?
Yeah, we'll go your job.
Captain,
7.
what does their party fund look like for funds?
Seven again.
You're getting pretty low.
Oh, I think we're low.
Are we?
Yeah.
Maybe we should take a job first thing when we get to wherever we're heading. What city are we going to?
Paybrook's.
Paybrook's is the island. What's the city name or town name? No idea.
No, we don't know.
I don't think we know
I think
that.
we're just driving.
What did
to
the
the
guy
island.
tell us? Where are we going?
Make a history check.
Well, it's in Stasgoy.
Oh, Stas.
Stasgoy.
19.
Oh, yes, and you remember them saying
They said 2,
a
right?
couple of them
I'm gonna lie.
had, or one that was killed had mentioned Stone Spire,
Stone Spider.
and then Sylvan had incited that he was lying, and another crew member had ratted him out, who you also killed, who gave you the name Stasgoy.
Who you also killed.
And also, I think there's some other things in here.
Yeah, I believe we should buy a map probably when we
Yeah, I
get
think
to
we
the
should
town
just get a
too.
big map, so we know. Maybe a
One of the
compass.
island.
It would be
One of
cool
the
one if we could have a big
islands.
map and there's just a little magic thing showed where we were. That'd be cool.
That'd be wonderful.
Then we could never be lost.
Sounds expensive.
How would you know? You've never been in the city.
I don't even know how much gold I have.
Yeah, we're also looking for the Salvador Storm guy. It's a bar called Dead Mine. So I have no idea I don't know what city that's in though.
Reminder, my father wants to kill you guys. He said he was gonna meet you when we get to Perrybrooks.
Yeah. We'll see him there. You'll sweet talk him, right, Torn?
I guess I can't hit you on the back, but
You'll sweet talk him, right, Torn?
Yeah, of course.
I'll like as he's out in the crowd, that's when he says that, I'll kind of look at Sylvan and be like, Sylvan, if he attacks us, we're probably going to kill him. You know that, right?
And then you see him smiling up top.
We're gonna have to.
I mean,
But like, we'll
we
feel
can
it
hope
out.
he sweet talks, but it didn't sound like he was
Don't even sound very nice.
set on that.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hey,
Yeah,
Dane!
that's a later problem.
I'm gonna yell them on the Dragonborn.
Hey, Dane! Yes? It's quite the shanty you got going here.
Yes, we've been on sea quite some time.
Hold on, I need to hear your vocals. I'm not hearing anything, just the bells.
And you see, she's just singing.
Jeez, Helga.
I look at Darius.
Oh, I need to get her an axe.
She's the bass.
And then yeah, I'll keep staying.
Yeah.
She's
Let's go ahead and make another
a
roll.
director, or what do they call it? Composer. He's the one of the singer. He's running a band.
What was it?
2.
He's the silent power of the One Direction.
So in the Centaurus 5.
Yes. Yeah, how many do they have?
And with that, you guys,
Five.
throughout the next, let's say couple hours, Sylvan you kind of get enraptured a little bit with the shanties and the songs that they're singing, and you kind of aren't quite paying attention to exactly where you're going. And with Torn kind of like not really looking out for the direction that you need to be traveling, you guys kind of just seem to get off track a little bit, not to an extent where you're pointing in a different direction, but you definitely lose a little bit of time that you could have been gaining on open waters. But it's not a significant amount.
Turns out you've been anchored the whole time.
Shanties. Sylvan, as you're kind of, getting frustrated that, things aren't going well at the captain's wheel, you see a little dragonborn come up.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, what's up, Toby?
Scorpion.
This is Toby, right?
Yes.
I was wondering, will we be able to get off the ship with you and Perry Brooks? Yeah. You want to get off from Perry Brooks? Yeah. I don't follow you guys around, I think. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea, Toby. Do you realize that we're going into the area where most of the slave trading's happening? Most of the slave trading's happening in Perry Brooks? Yeah. That's why you were getting taken there. I didn't even know we were getting taken there. Well, we're not taking you there, but the other people were taking you there. So what are we going there for? To end this, hopefully. Well, what are we gonna do then? Well, you guys are gonna work the ship. We'll pay you. What if people come onto the ship and take us? That's why we'll make sure that things are in order. We'll have Zodia here, Thorin, Dominic. Those three will be able to hopefully protect, and then all of you. I think it'd be a good idea for all of us to train ourselves in the art of fighting, just in case if something happens when we get there. But I believe the ship's going to be our safest spawn. If you get off and start wandering around, they seem to like Dragonborn. I just don't want to see it, Toby. I see a lot of potential in you. I'm scared, Sylvan. Hey, don't be scared. We'll protect you. We have quite the name for ourselves. You may probably have never heard of us, but we try to do good. Sometimes some of us go off the wire.
It may be best for you to go under deck during times at nights and stick around with some of the other crewmates that are not Dragonborn.
Hey, I have an idea. We don't really have anybody currently preparing food. Maybe you could help out with that, dish out rations. We'll pay you. I don't know, we have to figure out when. We don't have much funds right now, but we'll make sure to pay you guys. I think Brecken has a list of all our crewmates. You know that Goodberry slop, that was pretty good stuff. Oh, we can get more of that. That's not, if we're not there, that's not going to be guaranteed. Okay. Or we can try to get some good food. Okay, yeah. So I think for now, though, and I'm going to talk to the others as well.
They don't call it bad berry slop.
Before we get there, but I believe that it's best if we stay on the ship and we stick as one. The Harkonner's going to be our best bet on keeping everybody safe, and we need to stick together. We don't know what we're going into. We don't even know if anybody's good on this island. I'm assuming there will be some. Yeah, I've never been here either. It's not a place that Dragonborn are wanting to go, by the sounds of the crew. They literally had a ship sent out to try to take 6 Dragonborn, and I think there were more on the list. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, Toby, can you give me your word? Are you going to stay on the ship? Yeah. We'll pay you. You're quite young, but might as well start making some money for yourself. Part of Soxy Malkai's crew. I'll probably never see my family again. I know, we can drop you off. It takes us a long time. We're not quite great in the... I mean, if we can get you a ship somewhere wonderful, but... The sea might be a new home. What if you guys die? We won't die.
My family said that too, Toby. They're dead.
If we're dead...
Unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah, my wife and kids dead too.
It's a fire line now.
People die, Toby. People die.
If we die...
People die, Toby.
People die. Soxy Malkai doesn't.
If we do die, just stick with the rest of the crew, and they can find another captain, or they can find someone to take you home, or find a new family at sea. But I do promise you, because you are from Vastmont, correct? Yeah. if we're there and you want to go home, we can take you there. We can arrange that.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it here.
Sigmund and I are also very battle tested in the ways of swords and axes and such basic combat, so we will have weapons for you to arm yourself, so you won't be completely defenseless, and there's strength in numbers. And with as much time as we're going to spend out at sea, we could give you some pointers.
Well, okay. That helps me put my mind at ease for a little bit. It's just scary being out here all alone.
Hey, you'll be good. Stay strong, Toby.
How do you know?
I see a young warrior in yourself.
I wish I could see that in myself.
In time.
Anyways, Toby, you better get back. Scurry off. Find some work if you need to. Ask Brecken and Bradley. They'll be out there and they can try to help you find any work that we need.
Aye, Captain.
Best way to keep your head off trouble is keeping your hands busy, Toby.
All right.
Yes,
And I'll kind of point out.
Brecken is the one who just talked to you. Bradley's the one out there.
I'll look back.
I'll be like, come with me. I'll go take him and find some monotonous chores for him to do.
Let's go
Clean
ahead.
this barrel.
Let's go ahead and let's have you
Screw
roll
up my boots.
for your job.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
see
It's
Toby's
-5?
Yeah.
It's -1.
We'll say you can. 1 is the lowest you can get. You can't necessarily get minus.
Some nice boots.
What's he doing?
Then I
Did
will.
you roll good?
No, very
Nasty
bad.
one.
Thankfully, that's just experience. It's not like how well you do the job. So I do want you to make an investigation check, just to kind of find something for him to do.
Much better. There you go. That'll be a 24.
24, nice. You realize that other than you guys resting, a lot of the things underneath in the lower deck had kind of got shuffled and moved around. Any wares or anything that you left from Oldstead from, some crates and boxes of things kind of just get shuffled and moved. So you kind of give him and maybe another person, and you can actually do this with him too, just kind of get the task started and then let them finish. So you kind of go through around some crates. You actually find a crate that you actually recognize from when you actually first met Zodia before the battle. And it's this box full of like these white bags, and one of them actually seems a little bit ripped open, and it's not tobacco. You guys had never really looked into some of the other bags, and you had noticed that just from the smell on like half of them, there was just tobacco leaves and other sort of things. And you notice one of them has like this fine, like creamy white powder.
It's cocaine.
And it's like, it's brittle. It's not
So it's like kind of crystalline, but
Kind
like
of.
cracks easily.
It's kind of almost like a off-colored sandy, but it's not even sand. It's like more, yeah.
Is it more fine than sand? Would you say it's like flour or like
no,
sand?
it is in between.
Okay.
It's kind of like. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's make a survival check on this.
Oh man,
It's like sugar.
nat 20.
Nat 20.
You want to
It's not as fine as flour. It's not like if you blow on it, it's just gonna puff up. But it kind of almost seems like something bigger ground down. But it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's not crystalline. It seems material, and it seems like it's just for the crate it's been in. It seems like it's kind of similar to like tobacco leaves, but it's this weird white color, and it smells way more sweet. It's kind of like white petalish, and you get a waft, and like it kind of almost smells like tea.
Interesting. I'm gonna take like my fingers and just kind of taste it.
Yeah.
Roll that save.
It's the strongest poison in all the aisles.
Yeah, you kind of taste it, and you feel bolstered. in a
Bolstered?
sense, a little bit.
that's nice.
You kind of get like this. It's kind of like a. It's kind of like a quick head rush for a second, but just because you did a little amount, you don't feel the effects last for more than a second. You kind of feel like a tad bit stronger, and then you kind of like feel normal.
Well, I'm gonna grab the bags. I'm gonna like put them in my sack for right now.
They're like they're
like
this
big
big.
bags.
And there's only one that's kind of ripped open at the moment.
Oh, that's the only one?
There's only one that's ripped open, but the rest are inside of that chest.
Well, I'm gonna collect the one that's ripped open and try to kind of salvage what's left of it. And I'll do my best to tie it up, and then I'm gonna bring it up. Well, after I get these guys going on their chores, I'll bring it up and show it to the rest of the crew and see if anybody knows what it is.
All right. Actually, you do know what it is.
Oh.
Just from that.
Sun Blossom Tea.
Money.
Because I would say you're familiar with ground down and fine powdered stuff, kind of like gunpowder.
I have a pretty good nature and sort of like
that, and just being a smith, you know that some substances, especially something close to this, you would possibly use to then like kind of prolong or be better at smithing or better at field work or extra things like that.
yes. Yeah, read that. That's gonna be money.
Nature's Adderall.
That's good.
Kind of.
Nature's Addy.
That's actually pretty damn good.
Nature steroids.
Yeah, nature steroids.
Good berries.
Steroids.
If we had free bags.
Yeah, it's free. It's just a big bag of free.
It's FDA approved.
Sun Blossom Tea.
And and you go up and you take this bag and you show everybody, and
So I do know what it is.
you do know what it is.
Alright, so
Just
maybe
because that nature check with Nat 20, you know what that is.
Right. Hey guys, check this out. I didn't know we had this. We have a bunch of Sun Blossom Tea down there. I'm gonna show them
Whoa.
the bag.
What does it do?
Well, in the past, when I've taken it and talked about taking it, it bolsters you. Kinda tunes you in and makes you a little more aware of what's going on.
Nature's Adderall is what they say.
A little crazy.
Goes really good with beer.
What doesn't go well with beer, Brecken?
I haven't found anything.
Real question, right?
I haven't found anything yet.
Speaking of that, I could go for a smoke of tobacco. You wanna go grab the sack there, Brecken? Maybe we could smoke it out of Sylvan's pipe.
Sure.
It's yours.
So I guess I'll run back down there and put the tea back to where it was and grab some tobacco and come back up like, oh yeah, let's go.
I'll take some too.
Yeah, so just know that you do have to make a actual like liquid through it.
Yeah.
You can't
With the
just
tea,
yeah. Or with water. Like you don't necessarily
Boil
have to
it.
make tea, but you can just put it in water and
Drink it.
Mix it up.
we'll say you guys have tankards, or you're not tankards, but you have your water skins and stuff that you can easily do that. And you also do have tankards from before you left. I believe before you left Scar, I think you guys got some from Nadia, from the. At least actually some of your crew went to.
Yeah, we did get
Actually went to
I don't
the
go
inn before you
anywhere
left,
without a tankard.
Yeah, we know that. You also drink a lot.
And
from
my
the bottles.
flask.
You probably have a couple extra like, wine bottles open that you can put water in. and
You have
mix up
bottles,
too.
I have
glass,
spots.
tankards,
I have-
anything you drink
I have
out of.
hidden spots. Stash my
Yep.
notes.
Okay, with that, let's go ahead and we're going to continue this little bit of travel. I want perception checks from, we'll go Zodia, Bradley, Sigmund, and Torn.
What I wanted you to do, we're all gonna start smoking out of this pipe with that tobacco that we have too.
Okay,
Can I give myself guidance here?
yes you can.
Guidance.
Thorn got a 7.
I can make perception, you said?
Yeah, perception. 12,
I had 16.
16, 17.
I get to roll?
13. We're not including you on this.
Wait, this is
I rolled
it.
that 20.
You're just,
Is this my job or is this
No, I know.
regular?
This is just-
Oh,
I just
never mind. I
think-
take that back. I got a 29.
29. Jesus. Wait, how'd you go from?
Because I had
Like
minus the
16.
5, so I got 19.
Oh,
plus
19.
1.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Yeah. With a 29, you notice there's this it's not an island per se. It's just like this small, tiny land mass of sand that seems to build off towards your right side of the ship. And you see something sparkling in the sand.
Shady shit and sand on my right. On my right. I say, let's stop.
Do you think we need a dock, or can you just turn into an owl and go check it out yourself?
I got my carpet. I can fly with them.
Well, the second I hear him mention his carpet, I'm gonna turn it on.
Mention his carpet. So yeah, you
Kind of
guys
nice
see
to have him be able to go.
Torn. He turns into a giant owl. You see it's very white owl, beautiful owl with the black tribal
I
tattoos
can also
on it.
fly over if you need anything.
And you see Torn start.
I'll go with him since I know he can't communicate, so I'll
Yeah.
kind of like tail him.
How far away is this out?
Well, no, you just can't say anything if you're owl.
You guys notice that he goes off in the distance, and you see him land on this island. You're about a good 200 yards away.
Okay.
What's the fly speed of my carpet?
I think it's 60.
60?
Yeah, I can get you an
Should we pull closer a little bit?
I think usually.
Yeah, if you don't, it's not a big deal. I can just write in my notes too. It doesn't. I just want to know like if it had like HP
Yep.
or AC or something.
It does have HP and a lot of flying speed.
Oh, okay.
I think it's usually like objects like that are usually like just double like a normal path, like
Yeah.
walking speed, like an average walking
Yeah,
speed,
it's
which is
30.
30, so it should be
Okay.
60.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we'll just go 60.
Yeah, and you notice that he's actually flying a little bit faster than you as well. I believe in owl form, I think it's 40. But with that, you guys land. I want you to make investigation checks for me.
Nice. This is the thing that took my,
No 20. Let's go.
Come on!
I can beat that.
Oh, I thought that was.
Oh, I thought that was an at
20 is
22.
So 14.
That would've been nuts.
14.
I just grab my shovel. I see the treasure. The treasure.
Alrighty.
I have that special this week.
You
This day.
Pick up a dragon turtle.
land. So he lands a little bit in the middle of this little just it's it's no bigger than probably this table. Okay? And you notice that there is something goldish sticking out of the sand just barely.
And what is it like when you say gold? It's like is it large
It
or
just
small?
seems like this little speck just barely poking out of the sand.
And all he
don't
sees
see
it right
anything else,
now?
it's just a small speck.
Okay, I'll like walk over,
Mm-hmm.
and I won't like try to grab that, but I'll try to like move some sand.
Yeah, and when you move the sand a little bit over top of it, there's like this cylindrical piece that you kind of brush away, and then you start pulling away more, and it looks like this like fine gold spyglass of sorts.
I'll kind of like, I'll try to slowly pick it up, being careful. Does it look like it's old or fragile?
Let's go ahead and make just what would that be?
Sleight of hand.
I think that would just be like a nature check.
Oh, no, fucking good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It looks not super old, and it doesn't look new. It looks pretty well made.
How big is it? Is it like?
It's like double this size.
Okay. I'll like pick it up and be like, Torin, look what I found.
Oh, look at it. See what I see on it. If it rings a bell. If it's
Doesn't
extra detail.
yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. I'll say go ahead and make a perception check just on it.
Oh.
You advantage.
You get advantage with it now.
Oh yes. That's a big change too. 23.
Yeah, and so you look at this too, and it looks pretty nice. Looks like just a good
I'm gonna hold my hand out.
spyglass of sorts. You hold the wing out.
The wing.
This way. Let me peer through it. And I'll kind of like, I'll like look around something farther out. Because
Okay.
obviously the ship would be too close, I'm assuming, with it.
Yeah.
To really like get a good view. I'll like try to find something out in the sea that can maybe like a rock or like if I see something farther off to try to like.
Let's go ahead and make a perception check with that.
11.
Actually, advantage.
I have been.
Yep.
Being a prehensile.
15.
15. You look out in the distance, and you actually like first kind of like look at the ship, and you see that it sort of like kind of goes like, and you see like fine detail. You actually are looking at.
What are you doing?
You keep going.
Oh, this I fell off.
You kind of look at the ship for a split second, and you like peer at one of the cannons on deck, and you are like looking straight into the barrel of it. And then you kind of like look out into the sea, and you actually see like a couple fish just, and you see like in fine detail these fish just coming in out of the water. And
Cool.
then you kind of like realize you accidentally kind of move it, and then your vision actually switches, and
It was fun too.
you're
Did this one
looking,
too.
you're looking kind of like, seems like you're looking behind you, because you see part of the beach right away, and then you see behind you,
Oh.
and you see way, way behind you, and it's like way out in the distance.
It's a rearview mirror.
Oh. There's something unique about this. He says like a spyglass.
Yeah, it's a spyglass.
Spyglass. Maybe this is something you could use being on the deck.
You see Torn just getting
Yes.
torn.
How big is the island that we're on?
I said it's no bigger than this table.
So it's pretty small.
It's pretty small.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't know if there's anything else. Do you want to search around a little bit more? Or?
And yeah, so before you walked over, you kind of noticed something else. When you actually went to take off and fly kind of over to the opposite side where he was at and found this spyglass, you kind of at first realized as you kind of took off, part of the sand, you felt like something harder underneath. And so you kind of instinctively go back, and you see, like, I would say like here on the island, and you guys were there, you see like part of a chest. Small chest, like yay big, just the top of it kind of poking out that you kind of jumped off of.
This is now after I've already done.
You've already done all this.
Okay, I'll start kind of investigating it how I can.
Yeah. And as you go over, do you want to like kind of like try to get the sand out of the way, or what do you kind of do?
I'm going full in.
Just kind of trying to grab it.
Start to like try to bucket my face a little bit.
Okay.
My whole face.
Yeah, and as you kind of brush all this sand away, you notice two skeleton hands holding onto the sides of the chest. And then you kind of keep brushing it away, and you see this dead pirate holding onto the chest in his lap.
Do I see? Does he have any lettering, any words on his dead body?
How dead does he
Perception.
look?
He's full dead.
Like skeleton?
Yeah. No flesh on the
Oh,
bone.
yeah,
He's dead.
Same thing.
15.
15. You notice simple leathers. You notice he has one just silver ring still on his ring finger. And then he's actually doesn't have a hat on, but he's just got his leathers, and you just see like this petticoat and like rough and ragged, tattered pants. No boots.
Yeah, I'm gonna just open the chest.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pop it open.
So tell me how you're going to do this as an owl.
I guess I can use my claw a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of try to use your feet and try to open something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and make a dex save. Or a dex check.
Let's check.
Just normal dex.
One talented.
4.
And yeah, you're having a tough time with this.
I like see him struggling and like, you want me to open it?
And he starts trying to pull with his claws, and he kind of flies up, and as he does, he knocks the head off the skeleton, and it kind of
What the?
rolls around the sand towards you.
Do you want me to open it? Is that alright? Okay, I'll like walk up to the chest.
I'll
and-
say, with you, no issue. You open up the chest, and you find some rare gems in there. You find
How many
like,
of those?
We'll say you find 800 gold
Of gems?
worth of diamonds, amethysts,
800.
emeralds, rubies, sapphires.
Really, hold on.
I'll just put gems in.
Yes, that's
I
fine.
did. I sold them.
Whoa, looks like we found a little bit of treasure here.
Woo, woo.
Good finding, Torin.
How's it going over there? Did you find anything good?
Woo, woo.
Yeah, I'm having great luck over here. We might be over in this island all day. We keep finding things.
Yeah, just keep going.
We're gonna dig about 30 feet deep.
What do you say we just put the?
Once he says that, I just want to start trying to dig up there.
Start a new island.
We built this.
So yeah,
It's
so you start
Sophia
just
Island.
randomly digging, especially in the area of the other skeleton, and you're just essentially making this island just get smaller and smaller and smaller, and you don't end up finding anything on your end.
All right, boys. We haven't really like slowed down. So
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
want to
say.
catch back up to us?
I was gonna say their ship nobody had ever slowed the ship down. You guys are just there. So.
And you say that, I look at, oh fuck, Torin, we better get back to ship. And we'll start booking it back.
Yeah, and
Sorry, we couldn't slow down for you guys. We knew you'd catch up.
as you kind of take off, you kind of get off the ground a little bit faster than Torin. And as you kind of like look back and he's batting his wings, and like, what was an island? The wind from his wings just there's like no sand left. And you just see the water just like essentially take
Conqueror
that island
Islands.
away. And
Destroyer of
yeah,
islands.
so you leave with the chest of of gems and spyglass.
Yeah, I'll get back to the ship. Looks like we found some good stuff. I found how big was the chest? I'm assuming
The chest was like
I'm assuming I just like the gems. I would just throw like in my bag, and then is
Yeah.
the chest big enough where I could put it in my bag, or small enough? I mean,
no, I wouldn't say it's small enough to put in your bag, but you could easily just carry
I
it
guess
while
yeah.
you-
I guess I'll just carry the chest with, and I'll set the chest down, and
Yeah.
kind of open it up, and looks like I found some gems. Maybe helpful to sell, or I know spell casting we need sometimes gems, so it may be good to hold these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine. Because I know, actually speaking of that, I switched one of my spells last night. So if someone dies, I may be able to bring them back.
Oh, I probably want to keep. You want to keep those diamonds? Huh?
Yes, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking. Or maybe at least half of them.
I agree.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll hold on from now, and then we can decide. And then I found, I'll like pull out my spyglass and be like, the spyglass, you can see very well forward, but I can almost see backward behind myself.
Well, so right now you look into it and it's still looking backwards.
Backwards?
Like you're looking at Sylvan, but then
Going back.
it's actually
Oh.
you're seeing out into the sea.
Maybe it's, I don't know, a reverse one.
Mind if I check it out?
Yeah, I don't know if it's magical or if the way it's built.
Yes, no.
Yeah, and you can make an Arcana check on it.
7.
7. Yeah, you don't. Other than kind of just messing with it, you notice like as you kind of just like kind of try to move it around and like collapse it and unclapse it, you notice that you kind of move it, and there's like a small, and then when you try to move it back, it goes, and that's all you know.
I discovered this clicking sound it does, but aside from that, I'm not sure.
Let me see that. I'm gonna play with it.
Roll for your hat too.
Wait, so when you click it, does it change what view you see?
Cause I got an idea. I think I'm gonna try to look at where it was. So if I look through it, it looks behind me.
So, at the moment, yes. So where are you looking right now? Are you looking out into the
I'm
sea?
just kind of saying, I'm kind of watching these guys fuck with it, and I'm just gonna be like, let me see what's going on.
Yeah, so you kind of look out straight ahead of the ship, and then you see Sylvan. But you see, like, you just see scales. You like, it's kind of like pointed right at his throat, and you just see like 3 scales, and they're like as big as the vision shows.
I'm gonna see if I can't figure out what the whole mechanism deal
So
is.
yeah, so we'll say you click it, and then you kind of look out, and you're seeing straight ahead of you now,
And I'm gonna click it back.
and looking at Sylvan again.
Check this out. If you click it, you look forward. If you click it back, you're looking backward.
Oh, let me try it.
And yep, you do that same
Oh!
exact thing.
You are smart. I didn't realize that. When I looked at it, I could only see backwards, and wasn't even smart enough to think about trying to move it.
We got some smart members.
I'll do an Arcana check on it too now.
Okay,
To
go
see
ahead
if
and
it's
make an Arcana.
magical. 13.
13. Yeah, it seems magical. Pretty mundane, but it seems magical.
It's definitely magical. Well, Torin, I'll let you mess with it. If you're in the crow's nest, it might be help you see farther.
I have that.
You
I had
wanna-
that one mounted up there too a while back. I don't know if that's still up there or not, but
Oh yeah, the big one.
Yeah,
I forgot
it would
about
be.
that.
Yeah. Make a history check.
He lost in the storm.
He did not.
4.
4. You don't remember what that one does specifically.
Right.
You remember
I
it had
don't.
magical properties too, but you just don't remember what it did.
Do you think it would be better used if we had with Torin up in the crow's nest with the one that Brecken had up fastened up there, and then having another one down with one down here? Then we have 2 different vantage points.
2 perspectives.
Because it magnifies pretty intensely, I'm assuming, right? Because if it's pretty strong, then having 2 vantage points.
Does anybody remember if they peered through the first spyglass or telescope type thing
I think
that you found in the caves?
might
Did
have
we find it
because-
by all the ore?
Rolling.
Didn't we find
You
out?
would
Rowan
By
did.
the lot, by the order, yes.
Yeah.
It would only been probably me or you, because we're the
I think
ones
Brecken
who.
did.
I think
I
you
did.
would have.
Rowan was up there with you.
I know I'd
That's
love-
Because remember, we found the tools in that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Brecken
I
still
think
have
you would have been the
excavated
only
too.
one, probably though.
Yes, you know that the telescope type thing did not magnify,
Oh, okay.
but it does. It doesn't magnify, but it more or less like focuses. If that makes sense. Like if you had a camera and you focus it, and it just kind of does that, and you kind of point it at something and it'll focus in on it, but it doesn't like magnify. This one definitely does.
If I remember right, that one up there isn't the greatest. Be good up there.
Do you mind if I go take that one down?
Have at it.
Here, Mr. Owl.
Can you hold it?
No, you can't right now because you're an elf one. You can put it in your claws, like
Or
in your
your
talons.
beak.
I'm like, okay.
Or you can put it in your beak right now, but.
I got my mouth. I'm just kind of sitting there.
Haw, haw, haw. He tried to hooing.
Sounds like
I was not gonna do it. I was gonna do that.
Okay, I gotta do it.
Look at guys.
What did you say this other one did again?
I don't remember it. Focuses.
I'm gonna turn back into
it's
it.
doing the
I wouldn't say
things
magnify.
from
Like
Minecraft.
I'm looking
more
at
for
my
studying
owl form.
something.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
come out of your owl
exactly.
form when you have the spyglass in your mouth.
Hey. Hey guys. I'm gonna look through it. And this is the first, the one we
This
just
is
found,
the-
right?
This is
handheld.
hand one.
And do I just see straight ahead?
Yeah. Seems like when they gave it to you, it was looking ahead.
We discovered that if you were this thing, that if you click it, it'll go behind you too.
Seems cool.
I'm gonna go up to the crow's nest and I'm gonna go grab the other one and I'm gonna dismantle it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make a. Let's just do a survival check on that too. Why not?
Brecken, will you, Mantle, put this up there?
Survival?
Mm-hmm.
I
3.
think with it being handheld, you probably just want to
You.
keep it
The
as
way it was
is.
Hold on to
affixed, there was like
Yeah.
that sort of metal like
What?
tripod type
I
thing.
found my
Yeah.
pants is
And
sticking
you
out.
took the tripod off and then just
Yeah,
affixed it
have at
to
it.
the crow's nest. So you kind of start to try to disassemble it, and you just end up getting frustrated, and you kind of just pull it off, and you just take a huge chunk out of the wood of the crow's nest. So there's like a beam where you had to fix it to, and you just take like there's like a chunk about this big of the wood that you just rip off.
Do I see that?
Bradley, you
Yeah.
come up and mend the wood up here.
First, my real home. Now, my new home. Thanks.
I'll be right up.
Sigmund.
And let's go ahead and make an actual roll.
Sorry about that. I was trying to
Like you're
dismantle
rolling
it
21
and
for your job.
I wasn't
Your
very
job.
cautious about
I'll
pulling it
say
off.
A bosun roll.
So -5.
Yep.
6.
6. Okay. And you kind of go up there and it's just wood, so you were able to mend and fix it after he gives you the piece that he takes off. But yeah, you take it off and you bring it down.
Captain, you might as well if I set this up in the captain's quarters. Cap,
Yeah. What's going on?
are you alright?
Yeah, sorry, I was just in a trance.
Kind of staring out to the sea there. What's on your mind?
Nothing, I was just sailing.
Did you hear what I asked?
No, not a single thing.
Alright,
What is it?
I'll take a yes. And then I'll just, he said yes to me, so I'll take it. I'll like go in the captain's quarters, slam the doors.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine.
Would you like to do anything with it?
Yeah, so I still have that tripod, right?
The tripod, is in the captain's quarters, just like
Standing there. So
up against a wall.
Yeah, I'll
It's
go get the
collapsed.
tripod basically and kind of set it up. And I want it to kind of like zoom in to where it's like a spot like looking at the desk.
Okay.
And then I want to take the 2 pieces of the relic and set it on the desk. And then I want to see if I can study it, like get better, like see if there's maybe smaller writing on it that I wouldn't be able to see with my normal eye.
Okay.
Just kind of inspect the items, the blade and the hilt,
Okay.
and just look for, doing that stuff, I guess.
So I will say, like, you probably have to put it like the way you affix it, like the desk is here, like it's. I mean.
Yeah, it's a long one, so
It's
kind of
like
far away.
This big. So like you're gonna have to like almost have yourself in the corner looking at the desk.
That's all right. We'll do it.
Yeah. And yeah, so let's go ahead and make an Arcana check then with that.
That 20.
Nice.
Big time,
We'll say,
Siggy.
what specific thing are you also
I'm
you
only
get
looking at the blade for
blade
sure.
right now? I will let you take over for he's looking at the relic blade that they found.
Oh,
Or were given.
And I know because the writing was on the blade, right?
the writing was like written into the actual blade of itself.
Okay, because I guess it was Arcana check. So yeah, I'll like doing that and looking at the blade more. I'm trying to understand what the blade does. Like
Okay.
maybe like the property of the blade, if that makes sense. So
Mhm.
like, is it like maybe it's like does like a
Yeah.
certain type of damage, like element or something like that. I guess I don't know.
Hold on just a sec. Come on, man. So.
Yeah, I just want to look at it.
So what you see, Sigmund, is so when you dial into this like massive kind of telescope thing, and you have the blade kind of on the edge of the desk there, you look down the telescope and analyzing the blade. It looks first on its cover. You see just its blue hint and kind of hue of like icy blue. The blade literally looks like, until you get to the middle, it looks like the edges are like made of almost complete ice.
Okay.
It's like that same color, and it digs, and there's something about this kind of telescope kind of digs further into the actual material of this blade, and you can see almost as if particles moving and kind of hewing and emitting this kind of glow, as if there's like some sort of energy within the blade, and they're emitting like these little kind of sparks almost within the blade. Not sparks per se, like it's not like electrical, but it's like kind of emitting some sort of light.
Okay.
Like these little kind of particles are emitting, and it's kind of
So
like
not like
like
living
atoms.
things,
It's
but
like
yeah,
electrons.
that's what I was
It's
gonna
like
say. Like
electrons.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
yes,
Yeah.
like electrons.
Similar to what the sparks would be, basically, is what you're saying.
Mhm.
Okay.
And yeah, you also you get that right away just from looking through it. You can take it back. From looking through it, and with doing Arcana as well, and sort of taking the object and then kind of just like putting your knowledge into what you're looking at. You also notice like on the outside of the blade, it's kind of like this sort of seems like a kind of like a magical field per se, or like a not necessarily like a barrier, like a shine to it. And you know that it's somewhat like evocation based.
And I'll say to this, carrying over your nat 20, you kind of pan it very slowly towards the middle of the blade.
Yeah.
Because the middle of the blade, it's less blue, kind of more white. And you see, as you pan towards the middle, you see with inside the blade, it's emitting, it almost looks like a wave getting pushed out, and it's constant, getting pushed out to the end of the blades. And when you follow this wave, that looks like almost like a radio length, like it starts to fizzle out, and that looks a little sparky
That looks sparky. Okay.
towards the end of that blade.
Okay, that's very helpful.
And that's what you notice.
Looking at the blade,
Mhm.
because I know it's like a relic, does it look like I would be able to just use the blade and like equipped a normal, like, I know I have like the hilt and the blade. Does it look like I'd be able to at least put 2 pieces together and then make that, like, still, I don't know how to put this, but like make it usable as like a makeshift weapon?
Because yeah,
that I
that's
don't
kinda
have
what
all the
blade
parts.
looks like, right? That's like what you're looking at.
Cool.
I
I can make another roll for that too, I guess, if you want me to.
Um,
Because I want to look at the blade, like,
yeah.
does it look like it's so, like, uniquely made, like it wouldn't be able to fit in any other hilt? Because I know I have the hilt. I guess I take that back. Obviously, the blade can go in the hilt.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at the gem slot.
Mhm.
I want to look at the gem slot and see, like, or like the bottom part, the pummel I'm looking for, if I would be able to, like, build a pummel for that
Mhm.
and still make that sword usable.
Roll another investigation just because this is kind of like a different.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
different. No, I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. And it's not really magical either. I'm more looking, like, crafting-wise,
Mhm. Yep.
if it'd be more
Yep.
for use. What would that be? Like perception or investigation?
Investigation.
9.
You think like the spot that it goes in, just looking at it, you're like, oh, I could probably jimmy something up. You instantly think of Brecken and his kind of craftsmanship, and you think you could maybe do something with it.
Okay. As I see that, I'm like, I'll kind of like get in the chorus. Brecken! Get in here.
Guess I'll stumble in. What's up?
Got a special project for you. And I kind of like look over at the table and it's just like a mess of all the shit.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know what you've been doing on the ship, but if you ever have the time, maybe you can try to put this thing together for me. You have the smithing tools, right?
I do. Smith many swords, but nothing magical before.
No, I don't think you need to really do a whole lot of adding or subtracting. I think it's just more of a puzzle, putting it together. You can at least put these 2 pieces together, and maybe we can find a bottom. We can make use of whatever we have.
Well, give me something to do while drinking a good bottle of rum, I suppose. Sit here and stare at this fucking thing. Okay, I'll do it.
Just be careful. I don't want you to destroy it or anything, so if you're not able to do it, it's fine, we can wait. Might as well give it a try.
So I'm just gonna kind of study it, and maybe I'll look through the looking glass myself, more for like the details of what base material might have been used, how things are fit up, like geometrically. If it's something that would be simple to do, something I have, like how big of a task is this gonna be?
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna have you do 2 rolls. First, I want you just to do an investigation.
Okay.
I guess he doesn't have the tools here, is the only problem.
He has his smithing tools.
I guess, yeah, but yeah, true.
I just don't have a shot. And the investigation was a 12.
A 12.
We all find metals
With
in the
peering through this thing, the sort of telescope contraption, and it does exactly what we said before. It kind of focuses in, and it's kind of like portrait mode, right? Like it kind of just takes the outline of the blade, and everything outside of it just kind of blurs, so that way you can focus in just on this thing.
Okay, cool.
Especially when you kind of like just choose that thing to focus on. And as you kind of like move the telescope up and down the blade, you notice similar type things. You see that sort of like icy blue-ish hue to it, and you do notice that sort of like pulsing outwards. And you don't understand that part yet, but then you kind of focus in, you see the writing on the blade, you see all those things too. We'll say let's go ahead. I want you to do a smithing's check. So it should be just like your natural, just a normal dice roll.
Okay.
And then it should be just with proficiency. So it should be plus your
Yeah, so it'd just be
3 or
plus.
4.
It's a 10.
That's a 10. With that, you start thinking, oh, well, it's just a puzzle, like you said. You're kind of moving the hilt to it, and you're like not quite fitting it, and you kind of like get this pause of like, yeah, I really don't want to mess this up, and you just have no idea at the moment like what you need. You don't even have, you kind of mentioned, you don't even have a shop to even do anything. You have your tools,
Right.
but at a certain point you don't have enough to even start
I don't have
that
anything
process.
to test the metals
Yeah.
or figure out how it all fits together.
Mhm.
Okay.
And yeah, Yeah, and you have never seen a material like this.
Gotcha. Okay.
And even with that too, like with a 10, you just, knowing that it is a magical blade, you're kind of lost in that space of like where to start, how to go about it.
Yep. Sigmund, I'll tell you, I've never seen a material like this before. I don't have enough equipment here. I don't have a shop here to be able to even test the material or understand what sort of hardness we're dealing with it, or what sort of alloys would adhere well to it to even talk about fixing this thing. And not to mention the magical properties. The way it sits now with where we're at, there's a great chance I would screw this up. I think this needs to wait until we can at least get to a shop.
That's fine. I appreciate you looking at it for me. I didn't know for sure. I kind of figured that, but I mean, you have better opinions and know what you're doing more than I. Just kind of understand the properties of it, but not how to put it together.
Wish I knew more about magical weapons. Never got the chance to smith any of those and don't know much about it. But I've heard about the techniques and things used, and it's not something you just want to play with.
No, definitely makes sense. Well,
I don't doubt that I could learn these things, well, we need to know more about the blade.
that's fine. I will clean up here and appreciate the help.
Anytime.
And I'll put the stuff back in like my bag, and then I'll actually take the scope off the tripod and like, is there like I can put it on the wall or something, like hang it across? Just so it's not like
We'll say
a giant ass fucking scope.
Let's say this. Let's go to your.
You used to have a bag with the scope in the tripod.
I do remember
Yeah,
that.
you do have like a.
like
it's kind of like
metal.
a big scroll case of sorts that you put the tripod in.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we didn't have that.
Let's go ahead and make a bosun roll for me.
Bosun!
Yeah, I guess maybe hang it would be smart because the scope could break, so maybe just a better spot to where it hits.
8. With that, he actually gives you some of the provisions of like extra wood that you have laying around, and I will actually have you make a. Let's just do a dexterity check, and then if you want to roll a dexterity check or your proficiency with your smithing tools as well, I'll allow this for this, and then you guys can roll together and see what you can affix to put something
perfect.
like a fixture on the wall.
Yeah, perfect.
I got a dirty 20 with dexterity.
When you say, is it just straight dex or dex save?
It's just a dex check.
Dex check, so I got 11.
An 11. With that, you guys, you're more or less helping him, like, kind of get dimensions. So your part isn't as important, but he kind of makes this sort of like wall hang arrangement where you can put it in this case if you want to.
Yeah.
Or you can put it just as the scope.
Oh, well, I'll definitely put it in the case.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to
Yeah,
break or
and
something.
you know though, because it's magical, something would have to be hit pretty hard
for it to
for that thing to probably break. It's probably not gonna. You notice that because of magical presence, it's probably not gonna break from just falling. But if something were to afflict it with like magical means or enough damage to break a threshold, it might break. But
Then if that's, I'm
just
just
a
hanging
fall, you
up
should
then.
be okay.
Okay, then I'll just hang it up.
okay.
And it'll look cooler with that.
And you guys have that sort of small window, like just like that small circle window at the back of the or the captain's quarters, and you kind of have it hanging just above it,
Oh, sweet.
and it looks pretty cool.
I think the captain will like how this way this looks in the office.
This one didn't mess with my trophy.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I like looking at the profile. No, still looks good.
yeah.
Hey,
So
how
you
do you
guys,
hear me?
yeah, it's okay. Let's move away from this. Let's go ahead and make another bosun roll for me, just because we're gonna also go to roll for you. You can make another roll because we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna have you do a bosun. You just do a normal sleight of hand check for me.
Okay.
That one or a 4? So.
13.
13. Good enough. And you now, if you want
Good
to,
job, Bradley.
you can
Come on,
now
that's not here.
fix if you wanted to fix the spyglass to the same arrangement that the telescope thing was on. Unless you want to just keep it on you.
I'm actually just gonna keep it on me.
Okay. Well, at this moment, you still have something where you can possibly put it in there and use
Okay, perfect. That's nice.
in case like somebody
In
else
case you
comes
like
up and he wants to use it.
Yeah,
They have it.
I'm never good at stuff probably. Want to kill me.
All right. We'll say you guys have made a pretty good distance on today. You go for about, let's say that whole arrangement of everything took about 2-ish hours, and then you guys progress another 4. So you guys are about 12 hours into this day. You started at 9, so it's dark now. It's getting nighttime.
Sylvan,
Yeah.
we ready to rest? It's late. Don't want to be exhausted.
Yeah, we're probably pretty calm waters right now. I think it's a good idea if we set anchors.
Let me sense the air. I want to do
Typically they have
perception.
Oh well.
Damn shame.
You guys got away with some stuff.
I'm gonna feel out
Some
the.
of you guys were technically still 1 level exhaustion.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot.
Yeah,
I was good though.
Yeah, you were good.
So my nat 20s are
That's
good.
good too. I'm gonna just
I'm not
do,
racing
I'm just
that.
gonna put my arms up and try to feel the air and try to predict what kind of night it's gonna be like.
Let's
totally
let's
random.
do a nature check.
Okay. 11.
11.
Yep.
You don't seem like there's any bad weather coming.
Sylvan, no bad weather in sight, no demons. We shall rest now.
Set the anchors, Dars.
Everybody
Sails.
pull the sails, set the anchors. Let's go.
I'm gonna hop down what's going on, try to get on the sail action. I'm just a hustler.
Roll for you, and then let's roll for you too for your sail
Get some
master.
reps. Ooh,
Yeah, see, it's not
I mean,
fucking bad.
it's a 9.
8.
9 and 8.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything before we take a rest?
Since we picked up like the slaves, would I have
Well-
known or seen like any of them had potential like magical like powers within them, or no?
You can make an insight check.
You slaves offer us. Send you back
16.
prepared for us. You guys
16
get back,
with
yeah.
that, it doesn't really seem like it. They seem just like normal people.
Okay.
Alright, does anybody else want to do anything?
I'll just go back to. I'll go to the captain's quarters and I'll fall asleep.
I'm gonna watch for a bit.
While he's watching, I'm gonna do my 4-hour thingy.
We'll say that's just your
Okay,
rest time.
and while I'm doing that, I want to sneakily. I really don't want to be seen doing this, so I want to try to like hide myself away. And I'm just gonna like peer at the gem I took from my father, from his place, and just like kind of like think about him and question what's coming up, if he's gonna have any issues, and also try to determine what exactly it is, or if it's any special gem or just like a base.
Yeah, let's do a stealth check first.
19.
19. Yeah, you seem as if you find a spot within the ship that you feel like you're by yourself.
Okay.
And then looking at the gem, what do you think?
What did you roll for that too?
No, you
No.
didn't yet.
Yeah, I can take this over. Roll like an Arcana
Okay.
to investigate said gem.
Oh. Doesn't give me any bonus, but 18.
Nice. Yeah, this gem, it's green. It looks like a pretty large emerald. Larger than normal. You know, like obviously you've seen emeralds before, but this one's pretty large, and your father had it stashed away for a specific reason. And it does have some. You detect some sort of essence or presence within the gem itself, but you're not sure of its properties or even what its capabilities are.
Okay. Okay, I want to try to, just like last thing before I look at it, I want to really try to take in like the size of it, like
Mhm.
the shape and all that before I want to be able to reflect on that later. So
Like, have you ever played like Zelda?
yeah, a
Like,
little bit.
like yeah, have you ever seen like those emeralds where it's like big and it's like
Oh yeah.
it looks like that, and it's about this like it fills up your hand. It's that big.
Is it like an
kinda-
octagon? Or is it more of a
It's like
hexagon?
an oblong to hexagon.
Yep, it's like that. It's
It's a
like
rupee.
it's like
Okay.
yeah, yep, just as he described. Kind of like I'll see if I can draw it.
Oh wait, that's too big. Oh, no.
playing Ocarina of Time right now on the N64.
It kind of looks like
I'm playing that on my
It's kinda
3DS.
poorly drawn.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of like
That's the
some
best
of
one in my opinion.
Oh, it's so good. That and Majora's Mask are bangers.
Majora's Mask is awesome.
Okay, then once that happens, I'm gonna attune back to my horn.
Okay.
I'm proficient in that, and then I'm gonna go. Tomorrow, I'm going to. We're gonna keep the investigation train rolling, so I'll have proficiency in that.
All right. Good deal. And yeah, is there anything anyone else would like to do before we jump to our next day?
I was just gonna say, while everybody was asleep or whatever, I was just gonna watch for a few hours to make sure everything's fine. But then I was gonna go back down to bed if I didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of notice Thorin and Dominic. They kind of just naturally take watch and make sure you guys are good, and then they kind of sleep from morning until kind of the afternoonish.
Okay.
But yeah, they kind of man their post and they're kind of sitting on the edge and taking time, touring the boat, making sure everything's good and whatnot. So
Okay. Then I'll go to bed.
yeah, you go to bed and you guys wake up and it's a new day.
It's a new day. Aww.
How long have we been traveling for exactly?
I
I think this is day 3.
This is the start of your third day.
Third day.
Yep. Yep.
Well then,
Are we all sleeping together?
Yeah, I
Are
mean,
we all in
I
the captain's
can't.
quarters?
Yeah, I mean,
well then, today's a new day.
I'm actually not there.
Another day at sea. We'll be known as Soti Malkai, the sailors of waters, slayers of beasts. Sail on!
Of Salted Sea.
Of Salted Sea.
You nod your.
But that's that's House Dragon. Where's that from?
You guys will be known as Salty Malkai.
Yeah, that's what half was called anyway. Here you can add your temp HP if you even re-erased it. I don't know why you erased mine and rewrote it. We got some red, some.
With that, you all kind of make out of the quarters. You go on deck, and Jesus, Bradley, as you you kind of trail behind and you kind of make your way out. Obviously, captain's quarters is a little bit darker, and as you kind of like step your first step out of light, you kind of like when you're outside, you come inside,
Yep.
and it's like you can't really see anything. You kind of get this sort of like flash of the light right away, and then within that light, you see like this sort of burning. You don't need to make it right. You're good. I just won't mind it right now.
Okay.
You kind of see this sort of like, almost like a solar flare, kind of in your vision. You kind of blink, and you see the face of someone that just recently you have just made contact with for the first time. You see this head of an elephant with a gem in the center of its head, and this 2 long tusks with seems like golden bits at the front and the trunk hanging down. And you hear him speak to you, as you know him to be Ganesha. Human, who are you?
My name is Bradley Woodwright.
You came to us in our court not long ago. What is it that you seek?
Some sort of knowledge or simply a path.
Our meeting the first time was not long. You left us with many questions of who you are and what you need. If it is a path that you seek, if it is a new beginning, I can help. Know that most paths have obstacles in front of you, and I see a dark, looming one, but also a bright, fiery one. If you choose to seek me again, there is lots of lights you can look to me for. I will be watching. The court will be watching.
Is there anything that you'd want me to do to start this journey?
There will be signs, tests along the way. We will make ourselves present, but we will not always be able to interfere. Your world and this one are different. There's a lot at play. We can only show you that light.
I understand.
Luck may be on your side, Bradley.
Thank you for finding me.
It is not I who found you. You found me.
Well, I hope that we will speak again and great things.
I will make sure of it. Only the wisest will suffer your path, but also be triumphant. We will speak again. And you see that solar flare kind of like come back to you, and you kind of get dazed for a sec, and you feel normal, and you go about.
Alright.
And yeah, this was kind of like just a moment where you kind of got to the top of the steps, and you kind of like went into this daze, and only took mere seconds, and you're about yourself.
Who was that?
Ganesha.
Ganesha.
Niche. Niche.
All right.
Bradley, what happened there?
You didn't notice anything.
You didn't
You
notice
had,
it.
you had no clue that was going on. That was like that.
He didn't look like startled afterwards?
Nope. It just seemed like he got like stunned by the light and just kind of fixed himself quick and walked. You didn't even notice that he missed a beat.
Hey, well, I'm gonna get the sales.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road.
Yes, should we? How? We're almost there.
Well, this is gonna be our start of our third day.
How long does it usually take?
3 days.
3 days?
I think optimistically they said 3 days.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that storm probably screwed us for 1 day. So.
Our captain struggling.
You tried that scope yet, Torin?
Yeah,
Did it help you?
I'm gonna pull it out and use it. And just aim straight ahead.
Yeah. Are you in your crow's nest or are you just down below?
Just down below.
Yeah, you kind of look out and you just barely see over the front of the ship, and you're seeing skies right now. You don't really see into the water from your point.
Sky looks clear. Works well.
Perfect. Well, if you find out if that thing does anything else, let us know.
Let's pull the anchors.
Let's get the anchors up, drop those sails.
Rolls. Roll.
Don't. So
And Sylvan roll.
I'm gonna, before I drop the sails, good luck, buddy. Guidance.
14.
Nice.
Nice.
That's big time.
You get 4?
Ten.
10.
Twist offs now? Hell yeah.
That should be 9.
What'd you get?
10.
Sorry, Thorn 10, and then Doris.
5.
Shitting.
All
That
right.
was my first good roll. I've had 3 bad.
So yeah, Sylvan, you grip the wheels, you give the orders, and Doris kind of carries them out, and you see the sails drop perfectly. You see the anchors get risen up, and you grab the wheel, and you have great control over it. You guide yourself back on course as the ship kind of turned throughout the night, and you get yourself back on course, and you're headed kind of that southeastern bound.
Hey, Torin, if you are feeling up to it, that gust spell that you had, or Zodia, if you have that as well.
I gotta roll for that actually.
I vote Zodia.
Doris, there.
I'll kind of look down.
Brecken,
Yes, Captain.
do you mind if you get Zodia up here?
Yep.
He's up there.
Oh, Zodia's by
Yeah,
me? Okay,
he's-
sorry, my bad. I was
He's
looking
up
at that.
at the front.
Oh, yeah, I just asked Brecken if he could get him for me.
Okay.
Just like
Just
that.
kind of looking at him like,
Yeah,
hey,
but mine's
Captain wants it.
Zodia,
You
I know
You
that
can make a roll for that. Why not?
Yeah.
Huh?
You can roll your job.
I got mine's there.
Yeah, I was trying to go through
Relay the message. I got another one.
Yeah, I think it's right. I like
Yeah,
silver on the. I like the silver.
Yeah.
The line
What I
silver,
can
the
do-
black,
yeah.
and it has like the little scratches on
You
it.
wanted to
Yeah.
see me, Captain.
Yeah,
Mine was.
I know the one day you used that Gus spell.
This outside was
We could use.
like.
I know we lost some time back there with the storm.
Like,
Think you could give us a little push?
Fibery look to it.
I
and
could
then, like,
use
the
a
top
little
of it
bit
was
this
like
for a
that.
It
while.
looks pretty slick though. I like it.
Yeah.
It will not be able to go for very long, though.
Sorry, you have.
I think whatever, if it's an hour or whatever it is.
I might only get us for about
So
10
does it fit
minutes.
that great?
So like when my hands.
But anything will help. And he takes his trident out and he
But yeah, when my hands are cold.
closes his eyes and points the trident forward, and you feel a gust of wind push against the sails.
Yeah, I
And
feel it.
Yeah, you guys feel a little bit of a lurch start to happen.
Oh, if you can keep that up, that'd be wonderful.
And then I'll continue on.
Alrighty.
Continue on.
Yeah, with that and the start of the new day, you notice that the waters start to get a little bit wilder. Even at the start of the day, you guys make only about 2 hours in before that starts to happen. With the help of Zodia kind of pushing you along a little bit faster, you guys kind of make some solid ground right away. And a little bit windier out today. Waters are rougher. So I want everybody to make a survival check for me.
16.
17.
So we're normal
30,
now.
20.
I know.
19.
8.
We're not exhausted.
9.
right?
What's that?
We're good now.
Yeah, there is no
Even though
exhaustion.
we
You guys
didn't get
are,
attacked.
you guys are all clear of that. No worries. Yeah, with that, I also need then you two to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Which two? Oh, those two.
Those two, because they rolled below a 10.
11.
19.
19. Nice. Once you guys hit those rougher waters, you sort of lose sight of what you're supposed to be doing, and you guys start to kind of get a little seasick, but you guys kind of both quench it down a little bit, and you guys are clear and able to do your jobs again. So, with that as well, let's go ahead and make perception checks
Across
for
the board.
everybody. And then,
Yes! I only roll good when I.
Not 20.
never mind.
Nice.
21.
21.
24.
18.
Nice.
I can't be roll like that when we're doing our
Um, with that, are you going to be using your spyglass?
Yeah, I was gonna plan on doing it whenever I like really peered out.
Mm-hmm. With your
God.
natural 20, you rolled that 20 as well?
No, 21.
Did anybody else roll that 20? Why am I thinking? Who rolled like a 24?
That was me.
Oh, you were, okay. So you, in the distance, see just a small speck of something out in the distance, and you see looking through, and this is miles out, like 2 to 3 miles. And you shouldn't be able to see this even with a spyglass. Like, you might see what he sees, but just a little bit bigger, and you're looking and you see a ship.
Okay.
And it looks like it's got like grayish woods on it, flying normal white, no symbol or anything on it.
Okay. Captain! Ship ahead! About 2-3 miles. The spyglass works well.
It seems to be coming in handy. I think we'll make our way over there. Let's hope they're not pirates.
Prepare for war, but no symbols on ship.
Have Sigmund get the cannons ready.
Sigmund, men, let's get those cannons ready in case this gets ugly.
Thornton, get those cannons ready with me.
And he kind of pops up, and you see him kind of start taking cannonballs and sending it closer to each cannon, so you don't have to keep running to a crate to like get cannonballs just in case. So he starts a little cannonball pile by each cannon.
And then I'll press on.
Torn, just direct me in where I'm
Do I
supposed to
wanna
go.
make-
Roll for that.
Will
So
do.
roll, and roll.
12.
Did you roll an advantage too?
Yep, that's fine. One was cocked,
oh my God.
so I had a 5 and a 17,
Um,
so 12.
Sorry, actually, yours is going to be with advantage because Zodi is helping you.
Okay. 9.
9 and 2. Okay.
Noticing what they said, I'm gonna, from that big battle we had, I know that I found 12 fine swords.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna grab 6 of them, and I'm gonna set them next to the Dragonborns and be like, best to have these by you, just in case.
Go ahead and make a roll for your job.
2.
Oh my god! Small progress.
Brecken's rolls this so far have been 1-1-2. That's hilarious.
All right, and with that, you guys slowly make your way towards the ship, and slowly, as Bradley kind of helps point out exactly where it's at, with the help of Torin, you see this grayish planked ship start to slowly come into view. And with your spyglass, you're looking on board. You don't see anybody. No one at the captain's wheel. There's nobody in the crow's nest. You see a couple cannons, maybe like 6 pointing towards you, and it is like facing this way, like cannons directly at you.
Another cigarette for
Captain, cannons pointing at us. Nobody up top on ship.
I'll, with that information, I'm gonna try to kind of wheel out to the right a little bit to get out of the direct cannon fire, and then I'll slowly pull us alongside.
Yeah, and you guys get within about a mile of this ship, and with your spyglass, well, you notice that some of the sails, all of the sails seem ripped and torn. They are up as if they are trying to sail, but they are stuck in a position, and it doesn't seem like it is moving. It doesn't seem like it's reacting.
May have been hostages taken from this ship. Does not look like much life currently.
We should look at it.
We can stop over there.
I think it could be a trap.
So we can slow down, and a couple the people that can fly, we have quite a few of them.
Say less.
Can go
I'm
over
gonna
and
wait till I
check it
get
out.
close, but I'm gonna I'll turn in my owl for it, but I'm not gonna jump off until we get closer to fly in.
Yeah, you guys slowly make it to the ship, and there is no movement. You see the flag just flailing in the wind, and it's just...
Sigmund Darius, you guys want to go over there too?
I can go.
Sure.
I don't have to take the time to
Yeah. Anchor up.
post it on.
Captain, if there's no one there, we should think about salvaging some of the cannons off
I
this.
kind of thought that too.
Let me know. I can get some men rounded up.
Sounds good. If you guys don't find it, just let me know, and then we can always tie up. We have those new hook things.
Try to be within
Grappling
earshot.
hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to be within earshot so if shit gets hairy and it won't take too long. No. Yeah, I'm saying that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm like slowing down, and
And
I'm
so
assuming
what
we kind of pull the sails up and kind of like just be at sea.
What I figured, Sylvan, is you're kind of like just kind of circling this boat just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
I
kind
know
of
slow.
making your way a little bit around it.
yeah. We'll just be circling it.
Yeah.
If we need help, we can
Sounds
get there.
good.
Yeah, and you guys are about half a mile out.
Okay. Oh, we're not there yet. Okay.
No, not quite. You're almost there.
Meters.
Hopping on.
Translation.
Big boy.
We're about a quarter mile.
All of a sudden, there's a scout party of a flying carpet, a dragon, and an owl.
Yeah.
It's quite the concoction.
Yeah, and so you guys
I actually love the flying carpet.
get close enough where you feel a little bit more comfortable to start flying over, and you guys do. I will show you what you're looking at. As you guys start making yourself a little bit closer to the ship, you notice that it's not quite perfect. I just found a ship and used it. Some of the wood on the ship here, you notice, is splintered in a little bit. You see signs of a battle, and you see a bunch of this like coral starting to grow on the ship.
Yeah, this guy's off, so it's...
I can just
Yeah, the problem with your dragon, you fucking takes up the whole boat.
I know. Placement's right there.
Yeah, so anybody who is going over to that ship, if you want to, you can go ahead and place yourself wherever you want to be.
I'm gonna go like. I'm not gonna get off my carpet yet. I'm just gonna kind of like go to right here. And then I'm gonna use my divine sense, and I'm gonna try to sense anything within 60 feet. I'm gonna try to see if there's any celestial fiend or undead.
Celestial feet and undead. You use that, and you feel this sort of like pulse from the sun, kind of like start heating the top of your head, and from your halo, you actually feel this of warmth, and you don't notice
Okay.
any celestial fiends or undead.
Are you mounting on the ship there?
Yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do is I can
Too
just.
much.
I was gonna circle around the ship, like just kind of fly.
You could drive by.
Yeah, like fly around it, just make sure
I
everything
think we
looks
always
good.
use 25.
And
Just
then,
as over here, you know.
That's pretty good though.
And then if I don't see anything at first, then I'll land there and I'll put down, and then I will kind of continue to look for anything that I think is out of place or look for signs of anything that I think would be useful.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I do perception to see like I know you said this fauna stuff. Is the ship like damage or is it more just like growing on it?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I got a 9.
9. I got a 9 as well.
9 as well. Double 9s.
9 and 9.
You know, first off, where you land where there should be a captain's wheel. And there is nothing but coral.
Okay.
You see that on the ship there is signs of damage. Obviously with the sails, there's signs of damage in the wood, but it doesn't seem as if like there's major damage.
Okay. Like it didn't go through like a giant like fight or something like
No.
that.
Are there stairs down below somewhere I can see?
Make a perception check as well.
I guess I'll get off my carpet and put it away and kind of start walking around on this side slowly.
Yep.
I don't want to like touch the fauna though. I want to like kind of avoid.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
so you
that.
kind of, if you're going this way, you kind of, that piece that you're right next to, you kind of like have to like kind of squeeze yourself by a little bit
Okay.
to not touch it.
Yep, I will do that.
14.
And then I'll
14
kinda
with
look
perception. You're looking around and you notice that there's a part of where the kind of like cargo hold that you can kind of usually see down into. Right here, there's like just a small sliver of it poking out, but you don't see any stairs. And this ship is about the size of yours, other than the fact that it has cannon holes in the second deck. And sorry, I kind of said it as like there's 6. It's actually just 6 in a row.
I'll kind of. Ship looks to be abandoned. Maybe I'll come closer. I don't know if we're gonna find anything on here, but these plants are unusual.
You said there's plants on there.
Yeah, I don't. Are they looking at like? I'm gonna look more specifically like these plants over here. They look like more like sea plants, fauna.
Yeah, make a nature check.
18.
18. You notice with that, they do seem like sea or ocean fauna. It looks like a bunch of different types of coral.
Coral. Okay. Looks like to be coral, but
And it looks unnatural
This looks like it's
to be on
growing.
a ship.
yes, it does. Kind of. There's unusually a lot on the top deck here.
I
They're
just
pretty
get
big.
worried- I just get worried that if we dock next to it, that it'll spread.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, maybe not dock.
I'll just continue to circle around.
I'll try and find a way to the lower deck because it looked like there was a deck. There was cannon ports on the side that we rolled up to, so there's got to be a way down.
Do any of you guys have torches over there? See if you can try to light fire to some of the coral. See if it reacts.
I have a couple of ways I could get something going, but
I can also help with that.
Ooh, ooh.
I just don't know if torching the ship, I don't know how it's going to react. If it goes badly, it could sink the whole ship.
And I guess I don't know.
The other thing
think
I
that's
thought
the
about-
worst thing.
The other thing I
Ooh,
thought
ooh.
about doing too as well is if we can't get down, have a dragon that could maybe punch his way to the bottom.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I thought that too.
I'm just like
Lines up.
You guys do whatever you think's best, but
I'll try and
that
figure
stuff
it out.
reacts in any way. Might be alive.
Yeah, I agree.
That is a live problem.
Okay. So on deck, beyond the plants and everything, there's nothing else that we see. Like obviously, there's nothing, no people or anything. But beyond the fauna, it's just.
Make another perception check for me. Or investigation.
Can I pick?
Yep.
I'm gonna do perception. Nice. 18.
18. You do notice on the far top right of the ship, you do see like a post where some ropes are tied up to a jig, but you notice that one of the ropes, part of that rope is like off the edge, and you see the other part in the air with the wind kind of just flapping as if something had cut it. But that's the only piece of like a normal ship that
Yeah.
you see other than like the crow's nest with the sails tattered. Other than that, like all the ropes that you normally have to like climb and shit, all of that's like cut and off the side of the deck. Like it seems like everything to the sails is cut and useless, and you see just that one part where you would normally maybe tie up to a dock or something.
Okay.
It seems that's the only sign of resemblance on the top part of a ship that you would normally have.
Can I fly to where the cannons are?
Yeah, so you fly towards the side that you were looking at, and yeah, you see the 6 cannons. And you notice on the one closest to the back of the ship, so that side, you see there's a piece of coral sticking to the front of the cannon, almost like something clogged it there.
And there's no openings within the cannons to get inside, or no?
For an owl to fit, no. Especially a giant owl. But there's some space that like a small creature might be able to get into.
Could I try going right next to the cannon? I don't want to go by the coral one and touch it, but one of the other ones, and try to like peer in through and see if I can see anything on the inside.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Do you have dark vision with an owl?
Let me see.
I believe you do.
I don't think they would.
I would assume, but you never know. D&D kind of.
Yeah, 120 feet.
120 feet, nice. Yeah, so you look in there, and at first it like seems pitch dark, but with your dark vision, you see in. Make a perception check.
I have advantage. That's a lot better.
That was like
Needed that.
just a spin and a spin overall.
So it's my normal, so it's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you kind of peer in to the bottom of the ship, and you see a lot of coral just on the ground. And with Dirty 20, you also notice that it looks like there is, on the far side, towards one of the other cannons, it looks like something is like this by one of the cannons. But it's like it's all covered in coral.
Does it look like an object or a person is like
it
that?
looks like a humanoid,
Okay.
like kind of bending over on the cannon. Like if he's like was trying to like use it, but then just never quite got there.
Okay.
But then you see like on the ground, you actually kind of peek in, and right on the inside of the wall where you kind of peek in, you see like one of these ones that have like more like finger-like thing protrusion, kind of like poking out from the side of that wall.
Okay. I am going to fly back to our ship.
Mm-hmm.
And how far away are we? Are we stopped? Or
They're just kind of making
patrolling.
Yeah, like hovering
Okay.
around.
I'm gonna fly back to our ship, and I'm gonna unpolymorph, whatever. I'm gonna go back to my normal shape. Sylvan,
Yeah.
I peered in. Lots of coral reefs everywhere. Saw a man. Looked like stuck, bent over, but so much coral consuming him. I think we set coral or ship partial to fire, and then investigate from there.
I think that's a good idea. That stuff this wouldn't just be natural.
No sign of life on ship. I think.
I think that if that stuff spreads, be no good. So I think if you touch it, make sure to wash your hands.
Doris,
Yep.
set fire to part of ship. See what happens.
Just give me 1 second. I want to try something.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, set fire.
I'm gonna cast locate object,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna look for the nearest compass.
And here's compass.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the hover.
It says if a specific object, I list it, and if it's within 1,000 feet, it's the nearest one, and I know the location of it.
Okay. Yeah, you cast locate object, and weirdly, you get a ping back on the ship.
Oh.
And do you know like the specific
I know
location?
I've
Yep.
used it before. I just
So it says, I'll tell you what, I'll read it. What it
It
says.
you
It
said
says
one?
basically
Yeah.
you describe an
Just like
object
race.
familiar to you. If it's within 1,000 feet, you know it, whether it's in motion, you know the direction and the movement where you're from.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if it says if you can't locate a specific object, and then basically you just have to name what it is. So I just can't
So-
say locate object and whatever. It just has to be like apparel, jewelry, furniture,
Gotcha.
tool.
Yeah. And you do
something like
that, and as you kind of like cast this,
Mhm.
and you get like this kind of like tug, and it kind of feels like someone kind of horse collars your armor a little bit, and you kind of like instinctively look in that direction, and you see him unpolymorph and starts talking through the ear, and like your vision just
Go straight to him.
goes straight to
Okay.
him.
Well, I tried looking for a compass and I went back to the ship. Maybe we do burn it.
I think set it afire.
Let me get off the ship before you do that.
Maybe
My hand shot that I can use when Dorias is out has force. I might be able to blow a hole into the hull of the ship. We might be able to see what's in it.
And I think
It's a good idea.
try to shoot for some of the coral and see what it does.
aim where cannons are. That would be a good opening to enter.
Okay. So I'll hover.
I'm gonna get on my carpet and kind of like fly out of there.
Yep,
without,
yep. And then I'm just gonna shoot down this way, like right. I'm gonna aim like right here.
Just with a burst of fire.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have him do his normal fire shot, but I'm gonna use my like one that comes out of my hand that does force, and I'll shoot right here. On that
How
right
long?
piece.
What's the range on that?
I believe the range on my flame shot is 60, but let me check. Double check that. I know Dorias has got the range in his fire, but I don't know exactly what mine is. Come on, where you at, buddy?
This is like Elder Scrolls Online. Eat your food, drink your potion.
Yeah.
Can you get
Oh
above?
shit, no,
Yep.
it's 120.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, how far away do you want to be when you shoot that?
I kind of want to hover probably like, I would assume I'm probably like 60 to 80 feet up, like hovering and then shooting at like an angle. So I guess like total distance, I don't know geometry, but like I want to be like 80 feet up shooting down at an angle. And then
Triangle here.
All right. So yeah. So you kind of shoot in that direction alongside. Are you like going top deck? Sorry. Or are you going like to the side? Of the
I want to
ship?
shoot top deck down.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of get. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of shoot down at this angle, and it kind of almost catches this one, or it does a little bit on that side, and you see this piece of coral start to burn for a minute, and it kind of like if you melt plastic, it kind of caves in, like kind of sludges a little bit, and then this one on the side like actually like starts to burn like fauna. And then it kind of stops, and you kind of see a little bit of like water start to drip from it on both of them.
Okay.
And like this one is pretty much gone.
Okay.
And you see under that there is this darker stain of wood that the coral seem to have left.
Okay.
Because that's how far you can shoot.
Some of the coral seems to just melt when I've hit it with fire, and then the other stuff seems to burn like it's a tree or grass for.
Definitely looks like some sort of magical energy or something.
I mean, yeah, there's no
You
reason.
can get an Arcana check if you want.
13.
13. Doesn't really seem magical.
Magical.
Seems pretty natural.
I can continue to shoot some fire if we want to do that. Otherwise,
I'm gonna cast Locate Object again. And I'm gonna say chest this time.
Chest.
Yep.
Yeah, and you kind of same thing kind of happens, but this time it feels like you're boots get really heavy. So where are you at?
I was kind of over here with him. I would say 'cause I was talking to him.
Okay, so
Because I was hovering in the air basically right
sorry,
now.
I actually thought you were back there anyways. Yeah, so you directly below you feel a kind of heavy like pull downwards, and it feels like someone just added weights to your shoes,
Okay.
and then it goes away. And
Well, I just
you forward.
used some magic to find a chest. I know there's a chest down there.
Do you want me to try and blow a hole down?
Yeah, maybe can you just put a hole through the top right here below?
Mm-hmm.
Don't make it too much though. I don't want it to blow a hole all the way through the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll kind of lower myself a little bit to like 40 feet, and then I'll use my hand shot again, and then I'll go like, I don't know, probably like right to this,
Right
this
there.
square,
Alright.
and I'm gonna try and just blow like a hole in it, because it does do force damage, but
That one.
yeah,
Yeah, and so roll damage.
just the
Yeah,
damage.
just whatever damage you would normally roll for that.
Do you want me to do my fire too, or just the force?
Just this is new force.
Okay.
We didn't stop.
7.
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, as you do this sort of flame shot down, you see the impact. With the fire at first, it hits, and as the fire makes impact before the actual force damage impacts, you see the fire just steam as if there was just like some sort of like liquid within the wood that just made the fire just stop.
It's wet as hell.
And then as the force impact hits, it makes a large but it doesn't seem like you break through yet.
Okay.
But you see this large crack, and it seems like another hefty blow like that might be able to get you through.
I want to go up in our crow's nest and get my thing out and start kind of.
I can do one more. If you want me
Make
to.
perception.
No, let me. I have a lumber axe. Let me get down there and start whacking it and see if that helps.
Okay.
So I'll get off my carpet, come down to like right here, and take my like wood axe
Mhm.
and kind of just see if I can make a couple boards loose and
Yeah.
big enough to where like a person be able to
Make a
fit.
strength check.
Weak.
Just straight strength or
Yeah.
strength save?
Strength check.
14.
14. All right, roll damage with your axe.
8.
8. Okay, with that, that's enough. You kind of cut into the side closest to you, and one of those sides that he had busted through, you kind of hit perfectly, and you see that piece of plank just and crumble through. And then you kind of take your axe again, and you hit it on the opposite side, and now you have this 5x5 space that it seems like someone could possibly drop down.
I'm gonna like peer through down there. I'll do a perception check to
Yeah,
see what I
perception.
can see.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do. I actually have superior dark vision.
Okay, nice.
15.
15. Yeah, as you look down, you actually notice that when you busted through, there's one of those bigger pieces of coral directly below where you made that hole.
Okay.
And other than that, you kind of see like there's this just thin layer of water in that room that you busted through. It's just like about half an inch. But it's kind of like standing still water.
Do I get the feeling that the chest was in that direction of what that big coral was? Because I was like, I guess I was like
you
more
notice
over
that
here,
it
like
is, so where you cut, you notice that because
I was on like
you
this
felt
piece
it
over
like
here.
here,
Yep.
and the coral piece is right there, and
Okay.
you notice that that was where technically
Okay.
it's not on it.
It's not on. Okay.
And actually, you kind of look in there and you see the chest
Sitting
peeking
there.
out a tiny bit.
Okay.
Sigmund, do you want me to drop down? I can give you a rope. Maybe we can lower you in there.
Yeah, that might as well.
Okay, so I'll come down, and then I will I'll get a rope out of my bag, and then I'll just kind of like lower it down in there, and then I'll just like anchor it. And actually, I'm gonna like wrap it around Dorias's like foot, and then I'm also gonna hold it.
Okay,
So that way
make a sleight of hand check.
we're double reinforcing this bitch. 11.
11, and then make a strength check for me.
Nice. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. And with that, you tie it, feels like well enough, around both Sigmund and or I guess he probably can just hold on to it, around Dorias, and you feel pretty sturdy just sitting there holding.
Okay. I'll get on the rope and kind of shimmy myself down.
Alrighty.
Does it look like you said there's like water? Does it look like there's a spot I'd be able to stand that is like clear of anything?
Yeah, you really only actually see that one piece of coral right away.
Okay.
And it doesn't really seem like there's any other pieces in the room. The rest of it is just like there's a desk that coral is like
Kind of
encompassing like
consuming.
half of it.
Yeah.
And then you notice the chest is behind it, and you see like a couple things against the wall, like a wardrobe of sorts. You see a table behind you. Other than that, like here to the door seems clear. And then right behind, like in between the desk and the chest, seems like you could. But at the moment where you're going down, unless you kind of like swing yourself a little bit to try to get to one of those places, you're going like on the other half of the desk where there's no coral. If you were to go just straight down.
Perfect. That's what I want. I just don't want to be going straight to the coral, basically.
Yeah. So
I'll shoot myself down and just land on the desk, kinda, and
make a dex save.
10.
10. Okay, just enough. And you kind of get down, and as you kind of like let go of the rope and you try to like kind of take a step to kind of maybe get off the desk, you like feel your boots kind of like slip a little bit, and you notice that the desk has like a thin like little bit of moisture on it, and you kind of like almost slip, and you kind of catch yourself before falling into that coral. And yeah, you kind of...
I'll do another perception check. I'll see if there's like any bodies or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. In this room, you kind of take a look around and you see those things that I pointed out before, and you notice that the door of the captain's quarters is slightly ajar, but you don't see any bodies in here.
Okay, do I have on the desk, I guess, since I'm already here, is there drawers or anything that I would be able to like, because I'm assuming like it's like a rectangular desk, I would assume, and then looking over, like, is there drawers or things that I could try to pull out and look, or not? Or does that seem like the fauna's like consuming?
You don't necessarily see anything like drawers per se. It just seems like a standard, just like solid desk. It doesn't look like there's any drawers on each side.
So not like the one in the last ship.
No.
Okay. No, that's helpful. Okay, I will go. Dorias, and Dorias. I'm going to the chest. Keep an eye on me.
Yep. I'm watching.
I'll just go to the chest, and is there like a clear path, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll try to open it.
Yeah. You go to open it, and it's just not budging.
It looks like it's like locked.
Yeah, looks like there's a lock on it.
Is it like what kind of lock is it? Is it like a padlock, like I could break, or is it like a lock into the chest?
Looks like there's a lock into the chest, like a key would fit into. And there's big, heavy, like iron clasps that go to the front side that also have two like symbol padlocks.
I'll use my last level 2 spell, and I'll locate object on key.
On key, you do this, and you're kind of like hunched over that that chest, and kind of like looking at it, and you cast that, and you feel a slight tug to your left, and you kind of look over, and it looks like it's right in the middle of that coral piece.
Wish I had a mage hand here.
And it feels like it's buried within it, not like it's just in the middle of it. It's buried within.
Can anyone cast mage hand?
What do you need mage hand for?
Well, this key for this chest is buried in this coral, and I don't really want to touch it.
What?
Oh, you're looking for a mage hand.
What does it look like?
You know how to do it, Sylvan.
Oh, I have mage hand and Bigsby's, so whatever we feel would be best.
I think mage hand would probably be better.
Well, I'm gonna have to come over there. I think.
I can run the ship. Don't worry.
Let's just pull the sails all the way up.
I can get you over.
Bradley. Oh, can you get me over there?
Yes.
Or else I can have one of them pick me up too.
I can cast fly. Once
perfect.
again, like that.
Just make sure. Can you make sure they pull the sails all the way up so our ship comes to a standstill?
I'll keep the ship going.
I'll help out too, Captain.
Perfect.
No, I'll look back.
Okay.
Make sure the sails are up. Gotta be the
Stick
standstill.
around.
Yeah, but then I'll use my one wild magic spell, cast fly.
Gotcha. So sorry, did you want to have the sails up or down?
Up.
So up would get the ship to keep
Or so
moving.
down.
So then you would want them down.
I'll get working on those.
Yeah, sails down. Sails up means the wind would blow into them.
Yeah.
Oh, sails up. That's the thing. Sorry, I was thinking it's in the sense of like up, moving
Yeah.
them up.
Oh.
You
Oh, yeah, I get what you're
like
saying.
sails down.
I was thinking of the same
That's
thing.
what I was thinking. I don't know. I guess if that's not the.
You don't want the
correct
ship
term.
to
But like
Yes,
if you put
actually,
the
that would make
sails
sense.
down,
Yeah, if
they
you would've
should
said, like,
drop.
down
Yeah.
the
Sails
sails.
up, they should go.
Yeah.
Drop
down
the
sails.
sails.
Yeah. Drop
I
the
thought,
sails.
yeah, I
Right,
thought
my
like if we
bad,
put
my
them
bad.
up, very good. Putting them up, I thought that
I
would
meant
then
like
slow it
I was
down.
thinking putting them up as in like putting them up, like not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, you're right.
Like, put it back.
So yeah, you put them up. You tie them up.
Hey, you ready to get XP for that?
But I would say no, you're not even there.
No, I'm there.
Oh, you are there.
He's
But
there.
okay, then roll for your job.
Somebody's gotta do
Roll
it.
for your job. Roll for your job.
One. Put that down, right?
7. Bradley rolled a 7 for your job.
You are the sail master.
Sylvan rolled a 3. What'd you roll?
One.
1. Hate to see it.
Somebody needs to get reps in here.
Okay.
One at a time, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
so
already rolling on the ones
you
and twos,
guys,
hoping you guys get something else.
you guys put up the sails, and yeah, that's your
Cats
I'm
fly.
gonna hold the
one-time
cat
thing.
shit.
Yep. Yep, you fly on over,
It's kind of
Cool. Wish I had a magic carpet.
and you see Dorias with
How long does it last?
I think
Well, this might make
an
this
hour.
easy.
an hour.
Oh yeah, if you can fly.
Yeah, I'll just go grab it.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right, so I'll quickly go over, and then I will kind of hover down. I'll kind of, obviously I see the hole there now.
Sigmund, are you down in the hole?
Yeah, come on in.
Then I'll kind of squeeze down and I'll fly down.
See the fawn over there?
Do you have any sort of light?
Yeah, I can cast light.
Yeah, can you cast that, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll cast light for him.
Where do
Okay.
you put it?
I'll put it around us.
Around us. I think you have to put it to a thing, don't you? Like
I'll put it on the desk.
Okay, so you put it on the desk, and this desk seems to shine this bright light, and it kind of blinds you for a second. You kind of gotta keep your hands down and even like look around the room without like having that light in your eyes. And yeah, you see a chest over on the corner, and you see this piece of coral attached to like half of the desk.
You can see it in there. Feel
Where at?
here. I'll prop you up. I'll like pick him up like a little kid, like so he can see in the middle of it. Be like, shit. He's
So
in there.
again, you can't see the key.
Oh, I thought you said I saw the key.
No, you felt the location.
I sensed it.
You sensed
Sorry.
the key, and you sensed that it was in like
In the middle of
This
that.
is the mass of the coral. It's right in the middle.
Okay, sorry. I thought when you said that, I thought you meant like that it was like stuffed in there, but I could see.
No,
part.
like you sense that it's in the middle.
Middle. Okay. Well, I
I'm
think
gonna
the
take
key's
her
in the
over
middle of there. I used some magic.
Light right there.
Yes, do you see that plant? It's in the middle of that.
Okay. I'll try mage hand first.
We might have to burn it, but I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
I'll cast Mage Hand, and then
Okay.
I'll have it go over, so it's like the bluish pink or whatever, and it'll go, and I'll try to dig into that coral.
Yeah. And so I mean I know it's incorporeal, but it can't really move through objects.
I would try to move stuff aside.
Yeah, and you kind of like try to move it, and it feels like hard as a rock. Like
Oh,
there's
it's
no
hard.
movement.
Sorry. I always think coral like it came up.
Oh god, coral is hard. We're dumbasses. I'm thinking coral's like
It's not
fucking
coral,
like.
it's a sea
Like
anemone.
plants.
Yeah.
Like the
Like
stuff
the
that
Like what Nemo lives in.
That.
It's a sea anemone.
The anemone.
The
anemone.
That's not fucking coral. No, that's fucking coral. Fuck it. Should we just try to break it?
Should I use one of my?
Yeah, use Big Beast. Have Big Beast break the fuck out of it.
Bust that shit up.
I'll do that.
I'll cast a Bigsby's hand.
And so you cast Bixby's hand. Place it on the map for me. If you
And then
want.
I'll put it like, wherever that spot
Yeah.
was, I cast it. So if it's right there, I'll cast right there.
Yeah, let's just do this. I'm gonna make it. Let's do some.
Just get that big fucking dragon out of here. I'm just
Is that the plant?
Paint this eventually.
Yeah, I didn't paint it because it was like stone, so I thought like painting it would almost like make it look.
So we'll say that's just a view. That's the only thing you see. From this
Oh
line
yeah, that'd be sweet.
over,
Yeah.
that's the door to the captain.
Okay.
Or I guess, yeah, no, that's the door to the
And
captain.
this is the plant.
This is the plant
So
that I
I'll put
want.
my.
And then the chest is like over
so
here, right?
This is the wall.
Okay.
This is the chest. So
like,
Sylvan, you would be like.
and I can fly too, so I can.
Yeah, we'll just say you're there.
I'll stand there.
Yep.
So I'll cast Bigsby's on that plant.
Yes.
And then
as you cast this and like your mage hand is ruffling around, you actually see that piece of coral, and it starts to move. Roll initiative for me. You three can roll initiative.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I know, like, there's no way. This is nothing.
Coral golem.
I used 3 level 3 spells there, so it's not a good
I
sign.
might
Hey,
have
that's
to
Bigsby's. That's a free cast at Bigsby's. That's all I know.
Free cast of Bigsby.
All right, let's go 25 to 20,
Nada. First.
20 to 15.
18.
15.
Oh, Berkey. You come here often.
What was taking those guys so long?
They're always doing stuff. Silver's probably killing somebody.
Or something.
I can't believe he's used flight on him. He'll be flying around everywhere.
That's for about 10 minutes.
18.
I might turn into a wolf here just for fun.
Oh God.
What else can you turn into?
15.
Show me all of your things.
I can only use 3 uses for 2 uses per short rest.
All right. With that, you see this piece of coral sort of start to like. Seems like it like kind of almost like breaks its shell of sorts, and you see like these arms kind of like fold out, and then this head kind of snaps forward, and it like stands up and starts to turn around towards you.
Yeah.
And it hasn't turned around yet, but it stands up.
Alrighty. I will. Where is it at?
It is right next to you.
right next to me.
How big is the creature? Medium, large?
Seems medium.
Medium?
We'll just say this is now it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Bigsby's is there.
And how far down from where I'm standing is it to like?
You're about 20 feet.
Okay.
Because you're technically off to the side. You're not right over top of the hole.
Mhm.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's 15 feet down.
15 feet drop. Okay.
Yes, but it's 20 feet away from you to get to where they're
So it
at.
hasn't
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
around
yeah.
yet?
It hasn't turned on its head.
Oh,
It's
good. Good. Alright, so I want to try to attempt and grapple it.
Okay.
How big is this thing? Medium?
It is medium.
Okay. Alrighty. What'd you get?
Oh, what do I gotta roll?
I think we just contest, don't we?
Oh,
Contested strength.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think is the best.
I'm assuming it then.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Yep.
Okay, so it's grappled. And then I'm going to fly. I'm going to use this because I want to. I'm going to fly. Is there a smaller one? No. I'm just going to fly like 10 feet and back a little bit to get myself out of range.
Okay.
And then with my. I guess that's. Geez, I guess that's a bonus action, isn't it? Because I have Bigsby's out already. I will then use.
There you go.
Oh, nice, thanks. Yeah, perfect. I will use my Psychic Lance on him.
Alrighty.
So I'll have him make a with intelligence saving throw.
14.
14, that'll fail. So that'll be incapacitated. 11, 20. I got 29. Wow. 34 points of psychic damage. I was unreal. Unreal
Shit.
damage. So 35 points of psychic damage, and he is incapacitated and grappled currently.
Got you.
And that is my turn.
Not bad, I guess.
God, it smells so good. Love it.
Which one is it?
My psychic lance.
Okay. As you see that, it's a pretty hefty piece of damage. You actually see this, this coral guardian or this coral creature of sorts. You hit it, and it sort of like kind of ducks its head, and the coral kind of like crushes back into itself. And you see like the coral kind of like shake, and it falls back down to its knees, and it seems as if it just goes lifeless. Is that your turn?
Yep, it's my turn.
Okay. As we then move initiative, you see some of the water level drop a little bit as you see some of the coral starts to grow again, and it sort of stands back up and it turns around and it looks at it looks,
He's on top, Sigmund.
yeah. He is going to turn towards all of you here, so I guess it would just be you two. He looks at you and you see this weird face from within this coral. It feels like there's coral around, and it's like this kind of big brim that kind of like covers its appearance, and you see part of like a skeleton on the side of its face, but then you see these like 4 tentacles sort of like poke out, and you see these eyes, and within that the weird squid-like thing on the other half of its face sort of starts changing some colors, and I need you both to make a intelligence save for me.
Intelligence. Okay. Is
As
it?
well.
It's not incapacitated, right? Is this a move? 'Cause-
This is an ability he has.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not as like, because what's incapacitated, you can't take actions or
Take
bonus
actions,
actions. So what save? Sorry.
And does incapacitated end if he technically drops? If he becomes unconscious?
What does incapacitated say?
Can't take actions or reactions.
Well, how long does that last till? The end of his
It's the
turn or
end
your
of-
turn?
It's the end of. I believe it's the end of my turn.
What's the save?
Yours
Sorry.
Again, you're saying.
I'm just one second.
Interesting.
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so then never mind. He cannot actually do that.
can't?
Right now. No, he cannot. But
Nice, Sylvan.
before that happens, so that's down there. That's him.
Okay.
You don't see. He kind of.
So we see him try to
You
do
see,
that, and he
he's-
can't.
Well, so you see him.
He loses
You
life.
see him
gains life.
come here,
Yeah.
and then he like kind of regrows in a sense, and then he kind of turns towards you, and this face appears, and then he just kind of seems like he's just like looking at you, and nothing
Okay.
happens. But what actually happens above deck is this piece of coral and this piece of coral apparate. They will. They will look. They will kind of come into their being and look towards you. I need you to make me intelligence save throw. As you see the same thing. Coral looks a little bit different. Oh, Jesus. You need to make a choice because that other guy's looking at you too.
Fuck.
Come on, die.
Intelligence, you said? Saving? No. 10.
It's die.
Okay, you are hypnotized as you see these sort of colors within its face sort of start to kind of glow and change, and it kind of makes you kind of go stunned a little bit.
Hypnotized.
For the next round, you cannot take reactions. If anything comes within range of you, they will get advantage. And then I need you to roll a d4 on your turn. Okay, so not quite yet. So this one succeeds, that one fails. So that is their turn though.
Alright, so a D4.
I need you to make a d4 for me.
The D4.
Hopefully it says attack the target. 2.
2.
Deuce. Dose.
You cannot move or take actions this turn as well. So you are essentially
Incapacitated.
Pretty much dead.
Sigmund.
Because I'm gonna attack you.
We have company. Get over here. I was gonna say in my ear.
You just said that?
Yeah, I said that right.
Yep.
And then I'm going to. I will. I guess I'll just attack that guy 2 times
Yeah, go ahead.
with my sword. Do I get advantage because he's grappled or not? Or is that
No,
restrained?
grapple does not have advantage.
It's restrained. Restrained and grapple are so
That's the
confusing.
same thing.
So yeah, I'll take 2 attacks with them.
I
Oh,
feel like it's like grappled, restrained.
Grapples is more of just keep him from moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, grapple.
18 and a 22.
It's really not good. It's just
18.
more of
It
like
makes their speed 0.
They both
That's all
hit.
it does.
Both
that's why
hit?
it's good with
Both
these
hit.
bees.
Yeah.
Because you can like keep them away from
Um, I'm gonna
But
use.
You were to grapple
I'm gonna use
somebody.
one smite spell to see what my smite does to him too.
Alrighty.
Kind of useless.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to keep something from moving. I think it's less of a combat thing.
Yeah.
That's a good roll. 10, 22. So 36 total damage, and then 12 of it was radiant damage.
Okay.
36 total, 12 was radiant.
Gotcha. And as you kind of slash into this being, it actually like kind of tries to put its head down, but it doesn't quite get there, and you like slash right on top of like this big bowl of coral on top of its head. And as you do that, you actually cut deeply into it, and you see that piece just crack off, and you dig down into its shoulder, and you see it once again kind of crumple down to the ground onto its knees.
Okay.
It seems lifeless.
It's gonna grow again.
Seems lifeless.
Anything else, Sigmund?
Nah, that's my turn.
All right. Then back to Sylvan.
Are we able to, once we hear that?
Yes. Let's go ahead and roll initiative then for you guys.
Okay.
Are we just over there now?
Nope, you're still on your ship now that we're actually at the end of the round.
16.
Nice, nice.
Sigmund, what did you roll again?
15.
I rolled a 21.
Ooh.
Well, I gotta do much. Once you just jump in the water.
Yeah.
Start swimming over.
I'm a hardo.
This isn't here. Oh yeah, he's there.
Yeah,
Imagine
he's
bracket as a
he's
shotgun.
like yeah, just holding the rope on him, I guess. I was gonna fucking tell him to do something, but
Sylvan.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know
Coral's
that there's
not
guys
fully
above me?
clean.
You do not.
Hard.
I was gonna have him go back.
I will.
Yeah, you
So I want to look at the
see
ground.
it.
So I saw that it soaked water up.
Yeah.
Fucking talk. My ass is fucking dazed.
I'll say make a intelligence check.
In the night.
Oh wow, 18,
18.
19.
With that, you don't necessarily get the sense that the water did much to help it regrow. That was just flavor.
Okay,
That was just me.
you were just doing that.
That was just me. That was just pork chop getting horny as
Just a
shit.
little bit of seasoning.
That was
Yes.
pork chop.
A little bit.
So it seems lifeless right now.
It's
Well,
it's
seasoning from the pork
back down.
So I'll just use my bonus action. I'm going to crush it. I'm going to use my grasping hand. I'm going to crush it.
Okay.
So it just automatically takes this.
Yep.
So it'll be 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
And so I'll just kind of squish it and then just keep holding on to it.
Yeah. So you kind of like reach towards it with your big spear, right?
Yeah.
And this hand kind of comes over and it like grasps around the rest of that coral on top of its head, and you crush that coral in, and now it's just like the sort of cuddly fish type thing on the face, and all the coral on its head is just gone.
All right.
And you see like it does damage.
Okay. And then I'll fly back down to the table,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll try to like cut. Like I'll try to like swing into it and cut the head off.
Okay.
That's what I want to try. It's not gonna hit. It's 11.
Misses.
Well, that'll hit 23.
23 hits. So that's attack and multi-attack, or like
I have extra attack. Yep.
and then the
The other one's
bonus.
Sixby's
Yeah.
bonus. Yep.
Mhm.
5. So 10 points of slashing.
Yeah, and 10 points of damage. You kind of like when you go to swing the first time, you kind of swing wide and you just forget that you have a cleaver, so you actually just don't even get close to it. So you kind of take a quick step in and you go to cleave right into like the base of the neck, and you kind of cut into more of that coral, and it doesn't quite
Doesn't quite
get any damage to cut the head off.
Alright, and then I will use the remaining bit of my movement to move back up, like 10 feet.
Okay.
That's it.
Brecken, that is your turn. How much movement do you have, and do you have any way to get over to the ship?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I have 30 speed.
You are about. I'll
Where's
say-
that ship?
Your ship is about, I will say, 80 feet away.
Okay. Sylvan, I'll have the men throw the harpoons over. We're coming aboard. So I'm gonna go ahead and be like, men, change of plans! Grab the harpoons!
Fire towards the boat! We're boarded!
Alrighty, let's just do like a persuasion check, or
You get a ship check for that shit.
I'll give you both. Persuasion and then
Oh!
Nat 20 on the
Nat 20
persuasion.
They fucking believe in
And
you.
with that,
Oh, I'll use that for the.
they
Yeah,
get
no.
No, I'm
they
joking.
get the grappling hooks, and they're
That'll be
just
good.
waiting
That'll
for it
be
to come
good.
in range, and they're ready to rip.
Okay.
Now you can just do a normal ship roll. Grapple roll.
Not bad.
6.
6. All right, he got 6 on his. Yeah, Brecken. All right,
I guess
and
6 is a good.
We'll say that's your
Yeah.
your essential
Well, I mean,
Well, I see the 11.
the alternative.
I am first in
11's like,
command at this
oh,
point.
well,
Yeah.
good.
Honestly, at this
Not
point,
bad.
anything above 10 is not bad.
Yeah. So then that will bring it to the Coral Guardians.
Sorry, I was thinking that was better.
With that, you again see this being below deck kind of feel like a pump of life into it again as it stands back up. And end of your turn, though, it's done, right? It's not in
Oh yeah, no, it's
No,
fine.
he's good now,
That's
yeah.
fine.
So he does this, so he can move and do all that stuff. So he was.
The only thing is he's still grappled.
So he's still grappled.
Yeah, sorry, crush. Like when I have him grappled, I can
Gotcha.
crush.
So he can't
Gotcha.
move.
He can't
He
move.
and he can't break it.
Yeah,
he
he can't
use
use
his action
action.
to break it.
And then is it still like
It's gonna be
contested?
a contested
Okay.
save.
So he
So-
will do that. He'll try to attempt.
Okay, let me just make sure it's contested.
Good or
But-
bad? It's bad.
Good.
It's contested.
Yeah,
Nat 20.
two nat 20s.
What?
Does that mean I
No
win?
way.
Or do we just?
I'd say
We no,
yours
I
is
think
a little
it's
higher.
The
We
thing
tie,
is-
we go to modifier.
But the thing is, oh, it does it. So what is?
So
but I
it's just a
think
contest.
but
Or
it's
yeah.
contested though.
Two nat 20s.
I think if it's contested, a tie
So
wins.
you
So
use the
It's a
hand
level
strength
10.
score to resolve the
Technically,
grapple.
beats it usually.
yeah, that is
So
true.
I think he breaks.
Meets it, beast it. I would say would break it. Correct.
Need to break it.
Even on advantage, that doesn't say
What-
you double advantage on it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah.
add
Would
20,
we
you
go to just adding modifier or anything?
No, I still think it would still just be he's contesting your grapple. Because a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Okay.
I'll check it.
Let's
No,
do
it's
this.
fine.
Let's
I'm
do
fine.
this.
It's up to
Let's
you.
roll another. Let's do roll off.
Yeah. I went off. 19.
Nat 20 again.
Oh my.
So
We did die.
So he
We-
breaks through the grapple, so he does technically have 2 attacks. So he's going to move over to the only person in
Isn't
range.
that your action?
Yes, action, extra.
Oh, is it 2 actions?
Yeah. So he's using his attack, his first attack as breaking the grapple. Then he's going to do his actual attack.
Did you do that?
I'm going to allow him to.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep that mental note for that in the future.
Write it down. Write it down.
Breaking grapple's not an action. You can use it as attack.
Oh, it says if it's a tie in a grapple, the situation stays the same as what it was before.
Oh, so he would be still grappled.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do whatever you
So
want.
let's
you
do
do
this.
whatever. It's fine.
We'll say, because of that, even if I rolled a nat 20 to break it again, we'll say he would have had to use his extra move just to try to get break grapple again, and he beats you the second time.
We can't
That's it.
take
He
That's
can't do
it.
anything.
Alright.
So he's still here. He cannot move, and he's not able to do anything after
Good
that.
compromise, fellas.
You're not. Good to know.
Yeah, so it says basically if you tie to initiate the grapple, the person who's not grappled wins, obviously, because they weren't grappled before. But if he is already grappled and it's a tie, he would stay grappled.
Gotcha. Good to know. Okay. Well.
Straight from the
that's-
player's handbook, page
Yes,
174.
sir.
How'd you
So,
find that that
I'll read it.
Straight from the player's handbook.
this guardian, he's going to be technically the biggest hand, but on top deck. He's going to make 2 attacks on you, Darius.
Yep.
Does.
Okay, that will be a 19 to hit.
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
Does stinky poo.
I get the fucking shield off, and then now it's like 21 would save my ass. 48.
Okay, second attack
Nice.
also a 19.
Just gonna get better at parrying.
Yeah.
So we'll take.
Not sure
Okay,
how many
never
Titans
mind.
do get parrying, but
Okay. $29 points of slashing damage.
yeah, 2 attacks, that'd be minus 6.
So that is the first guy's attacks.
Okay.
I'll let you roll again after I do the attacks.
Yep.
That one's probably not gonna hit. That's 15.
No.
Second
You
attack.
have 10 HP.
Yeah.
Or did you lose it?
That would have knocked
And
it, but I
that's,
got the slashing resistance.
Oh, you would add to your total. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
That's 21 to hit. The first one missed, obviously. So
Okay.
13 more points of slashing damage. So now you get to make an intelligence saving throw again. It's after their turn.
19.
That saved, so you are no longer hypnotized.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that is their turn.
Torin.
So, should be Dars's turn now.
Oh, Dars, sorry. I was thinking of your
Oh,
turn.
wait, actually, no, because that happens at the end of their turn. So, yes, you can now make your normal move, I believe. Let me double check, though.
I like these shanties
Oh, wait,
today.
hold on.
The shanties of the sea, of salted sea.
Interesting. So it says. For the next round, the target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw. On a failure, the creature can't take reaction, grants combat advantage. It lasts 3 rounds. So for 3 rounds, you are actually still hypnotized.
Okay.
It doesn't say that you can do it again, it looks like, until the 3 rounds are over. So if you succeeded that first time, then they can't do it again,
Okay.
unless they recharge it.
So I'm still.
So it seems, yeah, so you're still, I will put that down though, so you're on round 2. So you only have 1 more round to go
Yeah.
for that.
So now I roll again.
break. So, well, that was at the end of that, we'll say that's the end of your round, so your turn.
Oh, don't I roll a d4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, you do roll a d4, sorry.
Because your hypnotized would change anything.
Yeah,
2 again.
2 again, so yeah, you are.
God, why'd you waste us to wait and get the hope?
Yeah.
Blue ball of us.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't read that correct. Torin.
Okay, seeing Brecken rally the troops, I am going to yell at Bradley. Bradley, hop on my back. And I'm gonna turn into wild shape again. Can I turn into? I wasn't sure what animals I'm all used to. I don't want to be an owl this time. I want to fly, but I was thinking like an eagle or vulture, so I can have some attacking ability.
Yeah, you can turn into either one. I would
Either
assume
one of those?
you within a forest.
Okay, I'll go vulture here,
Yeah, I'll jump on when I see him.
Sounds good.
and I'm
Okay.
just gonna start flying across when I can.
All right, so I believe movement speed. I don't know what it
I have
is.
it on here.
What level are we? Level 9.
Yes. 11-9 warriors of the Forbidden Coast.
Yep, you do Giant Eagle.
And we'll say vulture would just be the same stats as giant.
I think vulture.
Giant Vulture is better stats, actually.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
like.
So then, yeah.
Okay, so giant vulture speed. I get 60 flying speed.
So yeah, and you are 80 feet away.
Okay.
So you would need to use your action to dash to get anywhere on board.
Okay.
And then that would unfortunately be your turn because I don't think those creatures usually have
That's
bonus
fine.
actions.
Yeah, so I'll just bring him as close as I can possibly get.
Okay, so yeah, with that, so
And Bradley, too.
In my back, Bradley.
so you would be coming from this side.
Fireball.
Yeah, sorry, you'd be coming from this side. So you could get right here.
Okay.
And that would be 80 feet. So you have 85, 90, 95,
I don't know,
100,
'cause coral's not like-
05,
coral's not
110,
really
115,
flammable,
120
I
can get you right by the hole.
like
Okay,
rock.
we'll do that.
So you can get hovered right above that hole.
I mean, if you
And
want
then
that fire
it's your
spell,
turn.
try it.
So then
I know.
you're 5 feet drop.
I've smite. That's about all.
And but you're not up yet, never mind.
We do have cannons.
Sigmund, you are up.
How does the coral guy look at night? Because I know we did some damage and stuff to him. Is it like the coral's like breaking off of him and showing like more of his real face, or?
So it looks like,
Because you said we saw that squid tentacle thing.
yeah, so it seems like whatever this thing is essentially took over a body of sorts, or it was a body and then it grew into this thing. You're not quite
Not
sure.
Okay.
But like there's like where the coral is, you can't really see. Like the squid thing is in covering, so you can't really see below that. So you don't know if like
Okay.
the squid thing goes below it. But there's just like this kind of like seems like kind of coral armor-ish on the other side.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it, and I'm gonna try to take 2 attacks at it.
Okay.
That's Brecken getting the army ready to come over.
That's him getting the
213,
boys.
so it's
running.
gonna be
I don't think I can match one
22.
with that.
That hits.
They're fired up.
And he is looking hurt.
Okay.
He doesn't seem like full health by any means.
32 points.
32
More
points of
damage.
damage. Nice.
The Hunter's Mark's way better. You can use it every attack. I'm gonna start using that more.
Hunter's Mark?
Yeah. Because I have it too, and it's one part of my thing, but I was like, I didn't think it was that good, so I never used it.
Is that just your first attack?
No, it's on both my
That
attacks.
was both your
Yep,
attacks?
It's got some pretty good, like,
Nice.
there's some other stuff in there with it that's pretty decent.
And with
too.
that, you kind of see, again, you cut into this thing, and you see it drop lifeless.
That's my
Honestly,
turn.
that's kind of bullshit. We probably would have beat the boys in the Forbidden
Probably, yeah.
Isles if we had Hunter's Might.
I think we didn't use
All right,
it.
is that your turn?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
used it every combat.
Bradley.
I used it every
You are
time.
now up.
I was
Like
the only
on
one
right
that
now,
had it.
right?
Yeah, you're on the back of the vulture yet.
Okay, I'll stay there.
Well, knowing you, you
I
roll
will-
6
Yeah, you
extra
see
damage
those
every
two
time.
hovering around Darius.
Actually, no,
I
your
will
rolls to
shoot
hit, right?
My
More
rolls to
damage.
hit were
Okay.
just the one that's like in the water and the map.
Yeah, he's technically on deck, but
It's just a clusterfuck of people over there.
Those are pissed off more.
Well, Magic's a 7.
And you've always
You're good.
oh, every thought you'd be bad roll. 28.
I was pissed because it would be like an 18 or like
45,
a 17,
yeah,
and I would
22.
like be that close to that 20.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do acid damage.
acid damage, okay.
That's a nice
That
thing.
decent
I
level
almost
that I had at the end of the
guarantee
campaign
to
was pretty good. It was a
That's
D12.
what you was. He had. What were you? Plus
17
13.
17
That
points of
plus 11
damage.
right now.
He's plus 13. He's crazy.
I was plus 13 with a D12 per attack.
Nice.
Yeah. Plus 100.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yep.
Forbidden Knights were OP.
Alright.
They were OP. They
So
still
Ken,
beat
you
the
are up.
five
You
chimera
now-
fiends.
And yours
Here,
are electric damage, but
footfalls
mine was all
on
radiant.
top of
And then
the
we fought a
deck,
dragon
and
that
you
was radiant,
hear-
so I did nothing. I
Oh,
did
no.
nothing.
And then it sounds like some sort of magical power come from a very like familiar sound that you're used to.
It's just a.
Sigmund, get a key. I don't know if these things are alive. I think there might be like a heart or something.
And I want to fly through here, and I want to open that door,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see what's in there, and see if like there's like some sort of heart that would be controlling this coral.
Yeah. So you open that door, make a perception check for me.
2, I want to be a 4.
And do you have dark vision?
No, is that light still there?
Oh,
No.
This is a light concentration. I think it's
I
just.
don't think it
stays.
is.
How long does it stay?
Like light's one of those things you can put on a coin.
It's not 1 hour. It's not concentration.
Okay, I figured it wasn't, but yeah. So that light shines through, but with that sort of like it's kind of like that backglow when something shines in, but like it kind of like you can't really see very well. The only thing that you catch is what Torn had mentioned before on the actually technically closest to you, or no, sorry, the second cannon closest to you on the right side of the ship. You see this like being hunched over and like encapsulated in coral, just standing still. Other than that, you can't really see. You see other large amounts of coral just down here. Other than that, you don't see anything though.
So there's nothing like big protruding that
You
would be.
you don't see anything from your perception. Other than that,
I
just
will.
silhouette.
Okay, with my that guy's dead again. I'm gonna keep him grappled, and then I'll crush it. Might as well.
Okay.
Might as well.
Crush.
So I got 8 points of force damage,
Okay.
and then I will, with my action, I'm going to light one of my torches.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a D20 roll for you. Okay, with that, you this time get a bit more grasp around the torso of this coral creature that you've been attacking, and you kind of crush in the chest piece of the coral, and you feel, even with your magical sense through your hand, you feel like a lot of that coral just caves in, and you are pretty much right next to it, I would say. You would be able to see this. You see something drop into the water.
A key?
You don't know. You hear something drop into the water. You
Bloop.
just-
Was it like a bloop or a bloop?
No, it's like. it's like bloop.
Or was it? Okay.
Was it more like a
Yeah, I'm gonna. So with the rest of my movement, though, I want to cruise through. I'm flying, and I want to just go in here with my torch, away from that guy, though.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Reckon. Yeah.
Where are
So
we
at
now?
this point,
I think I'm the only one left on the boat.
Yeah, you are close enough. I'm gonna have you just roll a d20 for me. No modifiers, no nothing.
Come on.
Attack!
8.
8. With that, you see all of your crew sling over those grappling hooks, and all of them hit the side of the ship and fall into the water. They are still holding onto them, so they like try to, but that's their action. You guys, that's your fail to try to board the ship.
Come on, you fuckers!
All right, make an intimidation check. This time.
You need
Advantage, give
that
advantage. Oh, nice. That'll be good.
That's 17.
17 and roll a job check again.
Come on.
1.
Hey,
12 or 8.
8.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not terrible.
And yeah,
For us.
with that, I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah,
much
by
all
our
you do.
standards, that's
You can
fucking
see
solid.
the other things around Darius too at this point. So if you wanted to attack next time, instead of like,
Oh, I'm like within. I can actually make out.
yeah,
Okay.
you are close enough now that they were able to get those. So like,
Nice.
it's either your action to do that and
Gotcha.
get the boarding to happen, or you could have attacked.
Gotcha.
So that is your turn.
Get the board to happen.
All right. Then Coral Guardians. As
Forgot if that
you
one
are
gets up
in,
again.
you are in the chamber, and you're kind of like you kind of look in the direction where you heard something fall, and this time that coral being just does not stand up. Seems like it is lifeless, and you even see like the coloration of like the cuttlefishy face thing is like cold, and it like seems like it originates back to its normal color, and it doesn't seem like it has the ability to grow. You did just enough damage the last time
Nice.
to put it over the edge.
Edge. Sweet.
Yep.
Oh, I guess, yeah, technically. It's not grappled, I would have had to make an attack.
But with that though, we're gonna do attacks up on top again.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember that game moved by
18?
getting shit on?
No. You probably can get out.
And like a
He's a,
24.
well, like, he did have a rope, but.
So this will be round
No.
3.
Oh no, it says rope still there.
Solely, and it's on Dorias' foot.
Dorias.
18 points of slashing damage.
Christ.
I rolled pretty well on that one. So that's the first guy. Nat 20.
Yikes. Oh, your tank, man.
30 points of slashing.
You guys might be dead.
Okay.
And that was a natural 18, so that one will hit. And only 11 points on that last one. All right. With that, though, as those ones attack and you rush into this room,
Yeah.
light peers through, and as you go almost to that being, so this is where that guy was hunched over, the coral thing, that person or
Doesn't.
humanoid does not move, but you see as you into this room and feeling the footfalls above, these creatures seem to kind of apparate somewhat near you. They are going to make distance. How high are you?
I said 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay, so I'm going to do something with them. I'm just going to roll a dex check to see if they can jump to get you.
I got a sword.
One can, one
You
cannot.
get 10 feet up.
He can only take one on this action, so I'll say he's not going to get his multi-attack for this. So that'll be 23 to hit,
Yeah.
13 points of slashing damage.
Oh, yeah.
And then that is their go.
Once you
They're good?
get to the
Yep.
higher ones, like Igor had.
Okay. So with that, that is their turn. That is the Coral Guardian's turn. Darius, it is your turn.
He's got
You roll
one more roll.
You roll one more time with the 4, and then this is it.
What is it?
A 1.
A 1, same thing. But
4, you probably get to do it.
once it gets back to Sylvan's initiative, you are free to go.
Sounds good.
As long as I don't. Nope.
Come on,
No
Darius.
recharge, no recharge, so they can't do it again. Okay. All right. Torin, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to fly to any enemy I see.
Okay.
do I see anything?
I'll be your
The
drummer.
Dragonborn
Right,
starts
get to
singing.
anything
Or
that-
by, you can get to the ones with
Yo,
ours.
where's all these
I'll go there.
songs at?
Okay.
The Dragonborn starts singing.
From our other ship.
So where's that?
Combat.
So just so I know.
Get all these sea shanties and our bard's not even the one singing.
So pretty much, I'm gonna come like, is this a creature right there?
No, that's my Bigsby Sam.
Okay, I guess
You gotta remember, these two guys are up top. This guy's dead.
he's dead.
Is this guy dead? Dead?
Yes.
But I can come up here by this guy.
Hey, he's dead.
Yeah,
dead.
you're on top
Okay.
deck. Top deck with me.
Okay. Yeah. So I will.
So you on wild shape?
Nope. I'm gonna keep all shape.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
Alright, you
get
with
2
them?
attacks. I
Yep.
get advantage because I have my ally is with me. So yeah, I'll use my beak attack first.
Okay.
Beak attack.
Okay, that was nice. Advantage. 23.
That was 3 hits.
Okay, 2d4.
Oh yeah. On.
Okay, so
Take
6
this,
yeah.
plus 2.
Yeah,
So that's 8
17.
points of damage on that one.
All right. 8 points.
I'll do my talent attack now. That's going to be a 21.
So how many attacks do you get?
2.
2. So you get the beak and then 1 talent.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, what was that to hit?
21.
Hits.
Okay, so 2d6. 4, 6. Okay, so then that does another 6 with that one. And then. That's fine.
Alrighty, that's your turn.
Yep.
Alrighty. Then Sigmund, it is your turn.
Right where I saw to like go look for the key. Is that like a free perception check I can make,
It
or
would be an investigation to try to find it.
find it? That'd be my action
That would
bonus.
be your action. And you know where it was. It was like right where it died. So you know.
It doesn't
where-
look like it's not like there's a lot of water like it would.
No,
Oh.
there's no difficult terrain. It's just,
Okay, so it's not like okay.
Nope.
Nope, that's helpful. I didn't know if it was like a lot of water. You know, if it falls in the water, it's gonna fucking
Yeah, hey,
float
just
around.
you
Yeah.
don't quite know where it's at, so it would just be an investigation action just to find where it actually is.
So I'm gonna go out here. Where's the door at?
The
That
door
Silver
is
went through?
right here, so it's actually technically this one in the middle.
I'm gonna come right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna try something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna make a. Can I get a free perception check? What do I see? What type of creatures these things are in the coral?
So with the light coming through, you see these beings like hulking again, and they're just different types of coral guardians. Like the other one was like this big bowling shape. This one just feels like it's like layers of like coral,
Okay.
like just kind of little shelves that kind of stick out of the body.
Okay, that's fine. I will just move my hunter's mark to this guy then.
Okay.
And then I'll attack him twice.
Alrighty.
Uh, 13,
To hit?
and then I'll crit fail.
No. Both miss. Both miss. Yeah, as you're used to seeing the other coral guard, you thought, oh, this big bowl shape easier to hit, and as you swipe through the first time, you miss right in between one of the layers of coral, then you kind of like swoop around and try to get him again, and it just like notices you, and it kind of like just lurches forward, and you miss again.
That's my turn.
All right, Bradley, it is your turn.
Bradley!
The
God, you get so
same thing
horny
as
to
last
say Bradley
time.
like
that.
Chromatic Orb, but at second level.
Okay.
Acid.
King of Chromatic Orb.
Shoot the same one that I shot the first time. Wild magic with 12.
Good.
Nice.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 misses. Holy shit.
I'll do my Ties of Chaos, so I just get to one free reroll a day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reroll that. 19.
That
Let's
hits.
go.
Nice.
Boy, Bradley. Hey, keep your head up, kid. Look at there, man.
Think of a player.
That is 18 points of acid damage.
18 points of acid
Whoa.
damage on that same one.
Yep.
All right. Nice.
Is that this one or that one, Bradley?
That one.
This is this one.
Yeah, that was my turn.
Alrighty. Sylvan, back to you.
Back to me. Alright, so I'm assuming they're out of reach right now, correct?
They are out of reach.
So like I can move up more if I wanted.
If you wanted to, you only have 5 feet to move up, though.
I'll just move up 5 feet
Okay.
to try to get out of range. And then I'm gonna, with my bonus action, I'm gonna move this guy here. I'm gonna make a forceful hand strike. It's a forceful, or no, not 20, baby!
Nice.
Go.
Okay, so I got, I think that might be my first nat 20. Oh my god, this is gonna be good. So, okay.
First net 20 on this campaign.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Nat 20.
31.
Ow.
So 37 points.
On. Okay.
Yep, 37 points of force damage on that guy. I did a clenched fist.
Nice. And as you-
37?
I got his nat 20. Yeah.
Oh.
As you kind of bring this Bixby's hand in, you kind of reach out and you smash into this thing. You grab it right around the waist, and all those like layers of coral, they're like this kind of pinkish purple like hue to them, and you crash it all in, and all you see is this soft membrane of coral on the inside of the body, and it doesn't seem like there's a skeleton being. It just seems like this is a thing.
And then I will.
And it drops.
Oh, it drops.
We've
It
made
drops
it.
too.
They're all dead.
And then I will.
Fuck this right, I'm about to be dead.
I'm there with you, man.
Oh, that one do. Do something different. I'll use. I haven't done this in a while. I will just then with my action. I'll use vicious mockery.
Alrighty.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. And I'm gonna
He's
use
fucking
that.
back.
I'm gonna use that on the coral, and I'm just gonna look at him and
You can't reach me. And you're attacking the other guy.
yeah.
And you're ugly.
And so make a wisdom save.
That is a 14.
Fail.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Takes 6 points of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Alrighty.
Woo!
That is your turn.
Yep.
The Hawks.
All right, Brecken.
Go Hawks.
How far am I from the nearest guy I could hit?
You are
Spawn each
70 feet.
Okay.
And it's this guy by Doris right now. It's the only one you can see.
Perfect. So Hunter's Mark has a range of 90 feet, so I'll cast that
Okay.
on him,
All right.
and then I will take an attack on him. That'll be a 19 to hit.
And 19 hits.
I'm gonna use Piercer on that guy. It'll be 20 points of lightning damage,
Alrighty.
and I'm gonna use my extra attack on him as well.
Okay. And as you see this thing, hit, your lightning arrow hits this being, and as it impacts, you see all the electricity kind of like immediately go all the way around it, and it looks like it's about to do damage. Then you see all the electricity funnel into the ground as if he like grounds it in some sort, and it seems like it doesn't do as much damage as you think.
He's resistant.
Playing Pokemon. He's immune.
Okay, well, I'll attack him again.
He's a mutant.
He's afraid.
It's gonna be 25 to hit.
That hits.
$19 points again.
Alrighty, and as you see it this time again, you see it get hit, but you
It's
see
dissipating.
it does, but you see as it impacts, you see it shift, and as its body kind of like takes the impact, and it kind of like falls limp to the ground.
Sweet.
Alright, is that your turn? Alright. Coral Guardian's turn. Bradley, as you release this last chromatic orb before, you see as the acid reaches that being, you see that all of that coral just seems to melt away, and that Coral Guardian does not stand up again.
Me and Sigmund got rid of all that.
This one,
Oh, the
however,
extra lives.
stands back up.
It's ours.
All the ones above me are alive and well.
One's dead.
Oh, now one's dead.
One just died, big lead.
And
You're so annoying sometimes.
he cannot hypnotize because he rolled and he failed, so he also does not get advantage because there's nobody around him.
Nice.
Because he can't hypnotize, he can't get advantage, excuse me.
Ah.
But he still gets his
Thank you
multi-attack.
for flavor, DM man.
Okay, so a 17.
You see the
And a nat 20.
you see a fish come out of the
So
race.
second one hits.
He's getting destroyed right now.
Wait, what happened?
Get a nat, another nat 20 hit him.
Fuck him up.
I'm telling you, this dude's on everyone's shit list with the nat 20s.
He has to have the most of anybody.
That's why I
so
attack
I'll
those
start
characters.
planning
I'm
it.
like,
So that is 36 points of slashing damage.
oh, he's about down.
That was almost the best
Holy
that
shit.
was one up being the best I could roll.
Hey, they first go for Dars, and then they're going for Dorian.
That is all he's got. So that is his turn.
I want
However,
to tell to tell the Coral people got.
All of a sudden, the next people that come, it's gonna be Darius. It's gonna be swinging at him.
intelligence saving throw for me.
It's gonna be a coral dragon. That's cocked. Crit fail.
So you are hypnotized.
Bigger than shit.
When it gets to your turn, we will roll for that.
You go, Coral.
I start doing.
So as the one that you had crushed before, it stands back
Why do ours keep waking up?
You don't know.
God.
So it stands up and
Where
the
did it sound wrong?
cuttlefish's eyes flicker open and it looks straight towards you as it looks towards the area where it got damaged last time, and it looks towards you, and all these bright colors start to apparate around, and it kind of feels like those colors kind of wrap around your head and you just kind of go stunned.
Yikes. Which guy was it who did it? This one or this one?
This one.
Okay.
Intelligence saving throw. He looks up.
What? Oh.
Yes!
14.
Fails.
Come on!
Hypnotized.
Yes!
We're just going. Why can't we attack?
The fuck did I do? They're doing the thriller on this shit.
Darius, it is your turn.
Fucking finally!
Hey, we start moonwalking.
Okay, I'm gonna attack that fucker.
All right.
It's this freak.
We've been watching Dars.
That's right! Fuck you!
We've been watching Dars do this for the last 3 rounds.
Fuck!
We need another fucking meme.
Oh, I'm about to watch it right now. I'm gonna try to flip it.
Fuck! Look at that 20 or roll a fucking 1.
Alright.
How do Alright. So I got fucking. Out of that 20, I rolled fucking 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Jesus
That
Christ.
is ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was real bad.
Okay. What type of damage?
Slashing.
Slashing, okay, and you cut into this being, and you get this nice gash across the chest, and you see it slump.
Okay. Can I keep? I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it again. It's cocked. It's cocked again.
Sorry, I'm gonna share.
That's probably not gonna make it. 13.
That missed, and unfortunately, you kind of swing through and you cut, and you put so much energy into it, and just having like this kind of lethargic feeling after being hypnotized. You cut through the first time, and you see it drop, and you go, "No, you're not getting back up." And you kind of swing, and he just swings so wide that you actually hit the ground instead of him, and then you kind of pull your sword up. Unless you have anything else.
I'm gonna have. I want Dorias.
Cramp.
Dorian.
I want Dorias to pick him up,
Okay.
and I want him to drop him off deck.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay, ooh, I rolled a 17. I don't know what his strength mod is. Oh, fuck yeah. He's got a hell of a lot of strength. 21.
21.
So he's a fucking dragon.
Right, well, I mean.
So as Dorius comes over, he grabs it, and he picks it up, and he drops it off deck.
Okay.
Okay.
Sayonara, sucker.
Torin.
Get out of here.
So this one's up over here still. Is that bottom deck?
I'm in here on.
You have no clue what's going
Come on,
on.
off the fucking
But I don't
side.
see anybody.
So
There's
there's nobody on
Yeah.
deck. You have no
Shit,
idea anything going on just below deck.
Fucking
You just see
shot
that
put him.
Darius
Yeah,
is over deck, and
Hammer.
No,
across
I
the
don't
side.
see anything on the upper deck. I don't see anything on the upper deck. No.
nope.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the lower deck then.
Okay. So then, your vulture will not fit through that hole.
Okay, let me get as close to the hole as possible, and then and then I'm gonna. That's why I'm running to grab that. I don't know if you'll notice, and I will get out of my shaping. No. That's an action, right? Is that actually get out of my shape?
You have to look at that.
No.
I think it's a dumb one, so I need to.
Yeah.
Isn't that? I'm not sure if you can just drop it or not.
Doesn't he take baby New Year? Oh yeah.
It's not an action, it'll be wild shape. So
Okay.
I will just
Like
get out my
Baby
wild
New Year,
shape.
Rudolph
Then I'm
goes
gonna
and
use
tries
my bonus action
and then
to
your
cast Healing Spirit on top of Doris.
Okay.
So he gets 1d6 plus my spell casting. So he gets 7 points of health.
You heal 7, Doris.
And then that's gonna stay on you, Doris. Or like it'll heal you every time you walk through it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run fucking circles.
And then I will head down below.
Okay.
So then, how much
So-
movement does that take? Will I be able to see the action going on?
So again, you don't really know what's going on down there, so you don't know if anything's down there. You just drop down.
Yep.
Okay. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay.
This will take 15 feet of movement.
3.
3. Okay.
My leg.
8 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall, and you land on the desk, and you feel a crack right in your knee, and you fall over the desk, and you fall this way to the other end of the ship. So it'll be half movement to stand up, which is all your movement, I
Okay.
believe.
I'll do that.
So you have no movement left,
Okay.
but
and
I
then-
can allow you to make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Sure.
Because there is a light there, but again, that sort of glow into the room, you don't really see anything.
Yeah, I don't think I have dark vision or anything. I know I can cast light, but I don't know.
But I guess you would have an action. But the perception check is to see anything to make an action.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just do the perception check. Disadvantage. That would be fucked. 12.
12. Yeah, you look in. The only thing that you see is a silhouette of a mass of something straight through the doorway, but you don't see anything else in the room.
Okay. That's it then.
Okay. Sigmund.
My D4?
D4.
Oh, baby. 4!
4. Okay. You're gonna move.
Attack, so-
You're gonna use all of your movement in a random direction. I will roll for that. Oh, wait, that's D12. I don't need D12. My bad.
Oh, it's casting light with your bonus action thing.
You're gonna use all of your movement. So you're here.
Yes, he gets an attack
20
opportunity on me.
here. And you kind of run.
done.
You kind of run into that wall.
I'm gonna add this to that.
That's it. Yeah, you.
Do I get actions or bonus actions?
You don't have reach.
I got javelins.
It's a melee attack, so you'd have to use a melee attack on any creature within the range that you get to.
Oh,
Like, the
so-
closest creature to you right now is Sylvan, but you can't reach him because he's 15 feet up. So
I was gonna say, if he was there, I might as well take an attack, but
I'm up in the air.
yeah, that's my turn then.
I mean, I guess technically you do go past that creature, the one that hypnotized you. So I will allow you to
Just get a swing.
get a swing.
You can do that. 6 times.
Because does it say I use my movement first, or does it just say?
Use all its movement and use its action to make a melee attack on a random creature within reach. So you technically do go past that creature.
So yeah, I would get one
But it's
probably.
incapacitated right now, so it can't take a reaction to hit you.
Oh,
So
Hit it, Damien.
I didn't fucking hit it.
wait, hold on. Wait, no, it did come back up because it had to hypnotize you
I think
before its turn.
I killed it.
Yeah,
With
but then
babies.
its turn came. It would
Yeah,
have
when it
regrew,
came back
so
up.
actually
You're
it
right.
does get an attack on you as well.
Do I lose concentration when I'm hypnotized?
It doesn't say.
Okay, I would assume not then.
The nice thing I'm using is
Does a 18 hit?
No,
Wait.
but I missed.
19.
No,
Okay, what did you roll though?
I rolled a 5 or 6 plus 9, 15.
Yeah, that misses. So nothing happens. It uses its reaction. You use your action. That's your turn.
Hey, this is me.
That brings us to Bradley.
I'll jump down.
Okay.
Do I have to do like a dex save for that?
Yep, you do.
I don't have anybody.
You use 15 feet of movement to get down.
I'll catch you.
This 17.
17. Okay, you're good.
Nice.
You drop down right on the desk, superhero land. Again, have you make a perception check.
24.
Nice.
You don't have dark vision, right?
What?
You don't have dark vision? Okay.
Gladly win, right?
Never mind, I think you'll be good. With that, you notice within the room, you see at the
Yeah,
very
you did.
last
That's why
second,
it's
you
+5.
see a creature swing out with something,
Rivals.
and you just see the
Plus
arm
one,
drop,
plus 5.
but it's just standing there.
I was like,
That was the point of it.
I know for
So
sure
that's
it's
why
like
I got
coral.
that.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
Different than the one above, so you don't notice like there's anything the same in what it looks like, but it does look like a coral guardian.
I'll do another second level chromatic orb.
Okay,
All magic's 11.
good.
Still have advance.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
Uh, 20 points damage.
20 points of damage. Nice. As you shoot this chromatic orb at this coral guardian, again, it's like the whole torso is like this spongy texture, and the neck above has those kind of pinkish shelves, and below the waist as well. And you see you shoot this acid, and you burn the whole midsection all the way through, and then the top half like stays for a second, and then it just drops to the ground.
Is that
Seems
it?
seems
It's
like
dead?
It is.
Yes! Nice shot, Bradley!
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Sylvan, roll a d4 for me.
Can I get a 3 just so I know what it does?
No.
Come on!
What was
Got
it?
a 2.
And nope, you stay there.
Okay.
Nope, you should
Still
know what
it
he fucking
stinks,
did.
kinda.
I want to try a 3. He got a 4.
Yeah, he rolled a 1 and a 2. It was the same.
I see. I thought maybe a 3 would be the different quota.
Yeah, you die.
I would keep a 2.
That is your turn. Brecken.
Can I throw it or no?
Is there anybody left on deck?
Doesn't seem like it. So at this point, your ship has
Where that
also
motherfucker?
made it around the opposite side of the ship now. So at this point, it's either dock or hold your turn.
Like jump off onto the
Well, you can
Hook 'em.
hook them.
Men! Hook 'em!
Go ahead and roll a d20 again.
Hook 'em, lad! Hook 'em! Hook 'em, Hans!
Can I thriller as my action or no?
Just a random, like a D20.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
would do it.
10.
10.
He's at
Perfect. Okay, I gave you a
that
plus 2
ready?
on that. So with a 12 is just enough, and you hook onto the ship and you see pull close. So with that, that is, we'll say movement for the ship, but not movement for you. So that's your action though to do so. So you can use your movement to get across the ship if you want.
Yeah, I'll go on board.
Okay. And where would you like to be?
Close to where the action's at. So, like, I don't know, the hole's up there. I guess I'll go up top.
Yeah. Where would you like to?
So the hole everyone's going in is down
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah.
So I guess I'll just hang out up there for right now.
So do you just want to be above the hole?
I think so. Kind of maybe peer in, see if I can get like an angle on someone.
All right. Yeah. And you look down and you see Torin just like standing there, like,
Everybody in there?
and you see this light like emitting from below deck, and it's kind of like hard to see.
Okay.
But
That's all you see right now.
poor. Hey, can Sylvan shoot a hand crossbow
No.
shot? Look at watch. Can I shoot one of these at the creature?
You can actually technically see Bradley down there too,
Okay.
but he's actually on the desk.
At this coil guardian.
We give this guy some psychic.
And I can't really see any enemies or nothing like that.
Not from where
He's
you're
got a
at. No.
fucking migraine right now.
Unless you try to drop down.
Am I having a
I've eaten in a
movement?
couple hours.
No, you're not. You can try to drop
Yeah.
down, but you are kind of, you got a couple friends in the way.
Okay. I'm just
You're
kind of
spending
like,
way too much time with
I'll just kind of take a look and notice that I have to kind of wait for.
Something to open up.
Yeah.
All right. Then is that going to be your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So, with that, Coral Guardian's turn.
How are you feeling over here?
Awesome. Pretty bad.
Something that just heals your life of almost
I know.
max HP.
I just gotta run laps in your healing guardian.
When you after football, do you grind Chick-fil-A and come back?
Today I did, but that's because we got done today at 5:30.
So attacking you, Sigmund, he rolled 2 24s.
Yep, hits.
Hits.
What? I was like, I'm not gonna go home, but
Yeah. I need to start eating before I go.
oh, that's horrible.
I'm hungry. I'm a hungry ball, man.
29 points of slashing damage. and that is the one's turn.
Okay.
But okay. So you dropped right off the ship, you said, Doris?
I dropped him off the ship, yeah.
Okay.
I fucking knew it. You little
Swimming
bastard.
back.
Little bastard.
Okay, he can just get there.
Swimmer.
So that is his movement. He's gonna take attacks.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I guess I will. Does not recharge. 2 attacks on you. I can't believe it. One's gonna miss. Nat 20.
Oh.
That's crazy. And they all run you. I mean, yeah.
That's what, third nat 20?
My 4th.
4?
I've taken 4 nat 20s in this fight.
4 nat 20s.
26 points.
Dragon
of slashing.
Ball.
And that's his turn.
Still
Doris is probably almost dead.
Yeah, he's at 5.
Doris, your turn though.
5 nat 20s will do. I'll just swing at him again, I guess. That'll be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Take your healing too, don't you have the healing spirit?
Yeah, I will. I'll do it after this. There we go. That's pretty good. 11,
You need to stop.
20,
Starting to get annoying.
24.
All I hear is giggling the entire time.
I know, they've
20.
been doing it for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. 4 hours. I'm not kidding.
It's happened 3 different times.
I rolled the exact same to hit again, so
Yeah, you're good.
yeah.
Because I'm assuming you're attacking it again after the first time you hit. How much damage did you do the first time? Sorry.
24.
Okay.
And then the second one, I'll do 14, 16 plus 18 points of damage on the
18
second
points of
one, on the
damage.
second hit. So 24 plus 18 is my total.
All right. With that, you hit that 40-point threshold, and you see you cut through that one finally. The first time you just didn't do quite enough damage again, and you cut through, and again you cut through the entire body this time, and it just has no ability. This time, what you notice going through it, and being so close with the blade, you see that sort of like membrane of the cuttlefish goes throughout the entire body with that sort of sponge on the outside, and the coral grows from there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But that one is dead.
Okay.
Dead.
So now what I'm gonna do,
You got 1 left.
I'm gonna take my. Where's your healing spirit at?
It should be right next to you or right on top of you.
Okay.
It's
so-
when you start your turn though, so I think you get it that time.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't. So it's just at the start of my turn. So it's just 6 rounds, or do if I move in and out of it, do I get it again?
No, you have to be in that square to
You
get
have
it.
to be in that square, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So like this turn you'd get it 'cause
Yeah.
you started your turn there,
Yeah,
but
you.
So you
Sick.
got 10.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Is that your turn though?
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
you were
Torin.
5 feet in and out. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I was
Okay,
gonna do.
You see this time you see Bradley shoot at something, and you see it killed something.
Okay. I don't see anything else down there right now.
You heard a couple like sloshes, because
Okay.
there's still that thin layer of like a half an inch of water all throughout that bottom.
Can I
ledge.
try to do like a perception to see if or will that be my action?
I mean, you can still move.
Yeah, let me walk towards these people.
So yeah, so
So I'm gonna just try to.
that's the door.
Close it. Oh.
Everyone falls in the water. Bradley's drowning.
You turn into coral.
Okay, so the door's where?
Save
You said?
In between those two D6s. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
And this is the
25.
next room.
Yep. 30.
I'm at 30 right now.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm gonna use
Good shit.
Starlight Step.
Okay.
So I get an extra 30 feet.
The last
And you look to your right and you see
They
Sigmund
ratio.
face against the wall and the coral
What's that?
creature attacking it.
Okay.
And then you see Sylvan above just.
Yeah. When
He said the thrill.
when you get
So I
that
can
run
see
down
the
and gets
creature
the
now?
greens and all that.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Then now that I see him, I'm gonna cast.
He's kind of like part of the big guys at the same time though. Like he's the
Okay,
bullet coming
this is
in.
my guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, he kind of like.
So I need to roll
Yeah, no, he's got.
to hit.
He seems good, but then he kind of like killed all of his speed on his turn.
Damn, not a
Damn. And
So.
that seems like it's your turn. So, Sigmund.
Oh, he's coming to drop him, Terry. That's what he's doing.
He's going to drop a
Tootsie roll
Tootsie
time.
Roll.
2.
2. You
It's
cannot
Tootsie
move.
time.
You can't do anything.
Tootsie roll.
Bradley.
Sounds good.
Oh, God.
I will
Oh,
kinda
you gotta go?
follow,
You go potty?
Torrens
path.
Okay, so 5,
That's my health, that's makes
10,
sense.
15.
Sounds good.
Come on,
Where you want to
let's
go?
go.
Where you want to go?
Until I see.
You gotta go potty?
You're in that room and you should be able to see.
Okay, so I'll do
Hey.
another
Yeah, I'm gonna
chromatic
do it.
orb with that one. Second level.
Alright,
Come on, let's go.
Well, magic's a 9.
you're still good.
It's getting close.
That's a nat 1. That'll be my turn.
The curse of the chromatic orb.
Sylvan, D4.
Again.
4.
Okay.
Guys, you know, some of that guy put his guiding bolt.
So, what's your movement?
What's the movement speed of flying? 60?
Double check.
50.
All the fights I thought I
60.
damn near passed away.
So
I
5,
moved down.
10,
So you
15.
could be against a bunch of
20.
core.
I think he's gonna see it, 'cause I think
You can make a melee attack against Torrens.
I think like you just keep moving it over your head.
Oh, Torrin, I'm gonna hit you.
That's fine. I'm good.
20.
You're gonna hit me? What the fuck? What's wrong with
I'm
you, man?
currently not myself.
Yeah,
7
that
points of
hits.
damage.
Maybe you just take 7 points of damage, you only take 1 melee attack. So, Sigmund, or sorry, Sylvan, that's your turn. Brecken, you're up. And you now have a space to drop down if you want.
Yep, I'm gonna. Well,
60.
there's nobody else again. top
No,
one.
there's still nobody down.
gonna
Yep,
kill
I'm
you
gonna
now.
drop down there then and see if I can't help out or.
Okay, just make a deck save.
Can I tell Sylvan? Can I tell he was possessed there?
That one's slow cocked.
Oh, I'm gonna attack you.
18.
You're good, no damage. And that only takes 10 feet of movement on that one.
Okay.
You do see Bradley right in front of the door. So you have, what, 30 feet?
Yeah, I got 20 left. That's
So
okay.
then 5, 10, 15, 20. So you can go 20, 20, or 20. This spot, right in front of Bradley, or to the right of Bradley. Because you can't see anything at the
Yeah.
moment, other than
I'll stay to the left.
you see Sylvan like this.
Maybe I'll stay to the
By
left.
Torrens.
Can I get to
Sylvan's
the
illegal.
left?
He
Like,
just
left?
attacked me.
You want to go here?
Yeah.
Fucking
All right.
kill him.
Yep, and then you now see in the right side corner, you see Sigmund Blair Witching against the wall and Coral Guardian like ready to attack again.
Okay. Can I make an attack?
You should be able to. You
Okay,
still have
yeah.
action.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna try to make an attack at the Coral Guardian.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, 29.
Yes!
Ah shit! I should have put Hunter's Mark on him.
Do we get the nat 20 button working?
No.
All right.
No.
So I guess this attack
Once
will
I
have to be without
once I
Hunter's
edit
Mark.
all that, I'll try to figure it out.
Nat 20!
Sorry, say that again.
I was gonna put Hunter's Mark on him, but I forgot to do that. So
Okay.
I'll just attack him. We're gonna roll Piercer. No, we'll keep 5. Okay, so 10, 4, 14 points, or 14, and he times it by 2.
So you take just the dice roll. So do you have 10 on the dices?
Yep.
So
on the
20
dice?
Or 9.
You have 9, so 18 plus 4.
18 plus
22 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Does that
plus
make
my,
sense?
plus
So
my 5.
Your or plus 5,
Yeah,
so
so 23.
23 points. Okay, so then.
Yeah, if I had Hunter's Mark on him, then
then you can double your stick. You double all dice roll. Or you can roll just double dice.
let's see what it uses.
Okay, so then your second attack, right?
Yeah, it's up my second attack. I just want to make sure I know how to.
Bonus action.
But I think you can move it without using.
Yeah, you can do it. Bonus action,
Yeah, it's just a bonus action.
So you can move it if you want for this next attack.
Yeah, I'll just attack him again and then wait till next time.
Okay.
So I'll roll again for attack. Another natural.
Nice.
No way.
That's crazy.
Did you move your bonus? Or did you move it
No, I
too?
didn't.
I couldn't. If I had done, I would have been able to attack him again.
Oh, I didn't.
Good. Okay, so take this and double it then.
Yep, double those two.
Okay, so take to be 22 plus 5 is 27.
27 points of damage, so then that would be
just did some work.
Yeah. He would have did 4d6 more work if he would have.
If he had some balls, you're saying?
Yeah,
no,
you
if he
see
would have
this
thought
kind
about
of
it.
No,
with two lightning. Again, same thing happens before. You make an impact and you see it react, but it doesn't seem like it loses its footing. It doesn't seem like it takes just quite as much damage, but you do a lot of damage to this thing even with that. So he's looking pretty hurt, but that's not quite it for him.
Alright,
So
that's my
Coral Guardian, he's gonna go again. He's right on Sigmund, so he's gonna attack.
Thought you poop.
So that is
Zero factory.
5 to hit
Yep. Man.
and a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so you'll take 48.
Really, you guys are sitting up here and we're in a war?
23 points of slashing. They roll pretty bad.
We're fighting the creatures.
No, don't like that.
And that is its turn. Sylvan, I need you to roll d4s. Or wait, sorry, never mind. Darius, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to slide down the rope and try to get
No, don't like that.
sick. Okay, let's go.
No, don't like that.
And then I will try and land on the table, kind of where it's going down to, and then
You don't need to make a dex save because you use the rope.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do whatever one you guys want me to do, whether it's a perception or investigation, and try to look for the key or anything that's down on the floor.
At the point that the key had dropped, you had no clue about that happening. And you wouldn't have been able to hear it with all the things going on with the Coral Gardens around you and fighting. And you
true.
You were also
I thought,
hypnotized,
yeah, okay.
so you wouldn't have been able to hear anything at that point.
So I guess I wouldn't know where it's at, but I just want to investigate it because I knew they were looking for it.
You wouldn't have.
No? I was in the hole and I was looking down.
You were looking, but you wouldn't have known that they found it, so you would have no clue that the key was found or anything. So you have no clue about that key dropping and where it's at.
So I have 15 more movement.
I mean, if you want to do, I'll give you this. If you want to do an investigation, that will be your action.
Yeah, I'll just do
And that's
that.
it.
I'll just do an
So-
investigation because I can't move anywhere else. I mean, I could, but I can't
It
go.
will be a pretty high DC, but I'll let you do that. Why not? Because I guess you technically would know that they were at least looking for it, and they did mention that it was near there. So
I got a 17.
17. You look around towards where that the first coral cuddle guard was, and you actually don't really find it, but you kick something.
And there's still water on the ground. Right?
It's like
standing?
this much of water.
Yeah. Okay. Can I look at what I kicked?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can't really see it.
I'll-
It's kind of dark even with the light because the light's kind of
okay,
shining
yeah.
upwards, so
I'll-
you can kind of reach down.
I'll
and
reach
grab.
down and feel around with whatever I thought I kicked.
Of course, I roll a fucking nat 20. You find the keys.
Yes!
And you kind of pull up, and there's like this keychain. There's like 3 keys on it.
Okay. How far away is the chest from where the hole I dropped into?
So you went
Down.
so 5, 10, found it.
Yep.
15, 20, 25 to get back to
The chest is right
the
there.
chest is.
Okay. I'll just wait there because I'm assuming I used my action, so I'll just do that next turn.
Okay, cool. Yep. Torin,
I cannot see Darius, correct?
you cannot see Darius.
Um,
Bradley is kind of blocking your way, and there's the light coming through. So the light's here, so you can't really see past that right now.
Okay, so I'm going to.
But you can see Bradley, Brecken, Sylvan, and well, obviously Sylvan. He just attacked you.
Okay. I will just, bring it back into that guiding bolt. That guy over there by
Alrighty.
Sigmund.
Go ahead.
Don't miss. Oh, 16.
16 misses.
Okay, ooh, I got wheel or woe actually. I haven't used that today, so it's a wheel, so I can add a d6 to my one move a day.
Need
So I was at 16, so I need
2.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you
got
hit.
Thank fucking God. I think it's 46, but.
Yeah.
46. Where's it 48? Oh, 46. 5, 7, 12, 16 points of damage. And then whoever attacks next has advantage.
Okay, as you hit this creature, you see it hits.
And it's radiant, by the way.
Yep, and you see as you burst this large chunk of like platform coral off of its shoulder, and you see this guardian like start to like bright up in colors, and you see the color fade and it drops.
Oh.
It still has this bright glow, so there's still technically advantage on it. If anybody wanted to attack it. But is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Sigmund, you are up. Roll a d4. This is the last one.
2.
2. You can't move, can't take actions. That's your turn. Bradley.
Honestly, seeing the alternatives, if you roll
I'll
two,
just do
three
another
times there, so not that
or
bad.
the one that just slumped down.
Okay.
Make sure.
Hey, Healy, on your wheel roll, you get that
Magic's
as
18.
much as your
Good.
proficiency modifier.
Oh, that's my hand to
You
get.
get that
Dodge.
one
Okay,
time.
good.
Oh, I thought I only got
And
it
then
once.
So you
18
can
to hit.
kind of spam
18
it.
just
Oh,
hits.
And then you get it back with the long rest.
It's
instead.
always
so-
real on. Like,
That's it.
once I roll,
Yep.
it's just that for the day. correct?
Yep, you have to reroll every day. But
And you technically had advantage on it too.
I like wheel more, but what was kind of protective?
So yeah,
Okay.
20 points.
That's
20 points of acid
and then it
damage.
takes away.
And with that,
Yeah,
you
it takes
launch into
four-
this
it
thing.
takes
Easy to see.
6
Oh,
away.
technically though, I guess it doesn't matter because it's on the ground, so it's disadvantage with range. But you hit anyways the first time. So yeah, you hit this being, and you hit its center mass, and all of the hard exterior coral seems to just burn away from the acid until the acid meets the water, and the acid fizzles out, and you see. Seems pretty lifeless as you've seen before.
Nice.
That means we are out of initiative. There's no regrowth that can happen at this moment. So you're standing there, you're hypnotized as fall. I want you to make just a Constitution saving throw for me.
Hey, I'm gonna move my thing to you.
Okay, 14.
Walk
I'm going
over.
for the chest.
Okay.
I'm going to try and
I'm
unlock
gonna
it.
have you take
I'm with a healing spirit on top of him as well.
1 point
What's your life at,
of
Doris?
bludgeoning as you just.
Was that
Oh,
5?
you are
for the
fine.
healing
No,
spirit?
never mind.
6
Duh.
more.
I'm good.
Never mind, you're good.
31.
Now I'm at 31.
Forgot about that.
Man.
Yeah, you guys look around to each other. That light is still emitting into the room. Sylvan's torch was dropped and fizzled out in the water. Other than that, you see a bunch of coral in this room at the moment on the bottom half of the ship, but it doesn't seem like there's any other movement around. And it seems like everything's still.
And then I'm going to shout into the room. Guys, I got the key. I'm going to open this chest up, see if it's fucking worth everything that we just went through.
Yeah, let's get it open.
I'm gonna
I'll walk
on
in
that
and watch.
Yep, so you take the keys, it's easy enough. You just find out which key goes into all 3 locks.
Temple.
They pop open every single time. And as you open up the chest, you see just a chest of silver ingots.
Okay.
And it's full. And it's heavy.
Okay. I guess you have a bag of holding too? Or I know I've got one, but I'll put as much of it as I can into my bag. I'm assuming it's probably my bag's not big enough to do all of it.
Well, you have a bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't have room because you are holding all the other stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are holding a lot of
That's what I
stuff
mean.
for Dara.
You're
So,
holding the
yeah.
leather and the.
I'm holding
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause that's a weight capacity too.
I think it's
Yeah.
like 500 pounds or something.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're probably at pretty damn close to max. You might be able to fit 1 in there,
Okay.
maybe.
Jeez.
We want me to? I can just
Oh.
put it in mine.
Yeah. So
I really don't have that much.
you put 8 silver ingots in.
How
your
big are the
bag of holding.
ingots?
They're
What size?
like this, like width, and then they're like that thick.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're like pretty hefty. They're like
Dense.
pretty dense.
Pretty thick boys. Alright, cool. Then yeah, I will, after seeing that, I will head back up.
Yep.
I'm gonna investigate the cannons and just see if there's any way we could possibly salvage them or bring them aboard our ship.
While he's doing that, can I try to pop a short rest? I'm just gonna kind of chill out and hang out.
I would say within all this happening, if you can find a space, it's 30 minutes.
Yep.
So, I mean, to me, the best option you would do is have to go back to your ship and then try to sit there.
Okay, I can wait for that.
Okay, so you go back to your ship and you try to short rest. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a survival check for me, Brecken.
On the lower deck, I'm just gonna investigate and see if I can find anything else
Make an
valuable.
investigation.
21.
21. Yeah, with that, any of the pieces of, so there's, I'll roll for it. because there's definitely one. Okay. It seems like 7 of the cannons don't seem to be affected by any of the coral. Any of the pieces of equipment that have coral attached to them or something touching it, it seems like there's corrosion happening. It seems there's rust, and it seems like those ones you don't really want to take. And then there's 7 of them that seem like if there's a way that you can find to get it out, you could possibly maybe salvage them and put them onto your ship. The only way at this moment that you see, though, is the cargo hold, which is just, it's like this big dome, like 15 feet tall on the top side of just random pieces of coral, and then there's underneath it, like almost touches the ground. Like where Sylvan is, he's almost touching that coral, where the cargo hold is.
You know, after looking at these cannons, there's about 7 of them that we could definitely salvage, but we need to figure out a way to get them over into our boat. Not really a good opening right now.
With your check.
Sorry, I didn't roll yet. 12.
Okay. As you go around the ship, you actually notice that beam with the coral sticking out, it seems like it was like stabbed or like clawed into, and whatever claw marks had formed, that coral kind of like grew out. So like it looks like a human that's just like stuck in position just by the coral hardening, and he just looks lifeless. He looks like a pirate.
Okay.
Is that next to me?
And I didn't
Or
find.
Dragonborn.
Are they like their bodies? Like, is there any gold? Like, do they still have their equipment and stuff on, or is it like
It doesn't
consumed?
seem like it. It seemed like all of what is on the body, he seems like no clothes on. Like just like the only bit of flesh that you really see is the small little pockets of flesh around the body,
Okay.
and its face is untouched. So from like neck up, it seems like just a human. And he's just like,
Okay.
and that's the only person you see. You walk around. I'm assuming you have a torch or some light that you can cast.
Yeah, I have
You
my
that.
light.
And you're kind of looking around, and you don't find any other beings on board. You just see masses and masses of coral in small little pockets.
Okay.
And you actually see on the front side of the ship, you see some hammocks, and there's a large piece of coral, and it looks like it cocooned a body.
Oh. Okay.
But you can't see like flesh or
I
anything.
haven't found anything. Sylvan, you think you would use Bigby's hand to carry a cannon or something?
I don't think that would carry a cannon.
Sorry, I forgot to mention too. When you go to the front of the ship, where most of the quarters of people in hammocks and stuff, you do notice that like there's pieces of like gold in the water, just like on the ground. It looks like whatever the coral did, they didn't care about the gold, and it just dropped from the body and is just
I'll
sitting there.
collect the gold and if I can.
All right, yeah, you get 80 pieces of gold.
Nice.
Do you think that that would be anything that maybe I could have Dorias try to like rip open a hole above where the cannons are, and then we could try and like all of us get up, maybe hoist them up, and then Dorias might be able to move them. The ship being as close as it is now, we might be able just to like move them.
Yeah, we can try.
We have enough hands on deck. Many hands make light lifting.
Could try.
I say we should. 7 cannons. More than double what we have.
You know, I try to cut
Yeah.
a hole in.
So I'll get on.
So I'll fly back up top.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's still going. It hasn't been that long.
It's 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, and we kind of got in combat instantly.
Yeah, I'll say you have.
So I'll probably just fly after that if it's gone.
you probably have
I'm gonna give advantage.
at least 5 or 6 minutes left.
So I'll just fly back up top.
Yep.
And then the cannons are on this side, right? You guys?
Oh, well, there's 6 and 6.
Oh,
And
okay.
then there's just random ones that are affected or are not affected.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, Brecken, what side of the cannons are usable? What side do I need to make the
We'll
hole
say
on?
the one, so there was like 2, or the second one on this right side was the one that was affected. We'll say just those 2 are affected, can't use those ones. And we'll say the 2 middle on that side are not good.
Okay, so on both sides.
For like the best chance to, yeah.
So the 2 far ones on that side aren't good, and the 2 middle ones on this side aren't good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you know, like those might be the best chances to like burst into.
On the far right, it's cannons 1 through 4 from front to end that are good. And on the left
There would be
side,
3 and 2 because there's 5 that can't be used. Yeah, so 3 on that middle side, 2 on the closest.
Okay.
so I'll just sum that up.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Dorias try to like claw from the top back, like, and I'm just gonna have him just try to like gouge out.
Yeah, let's make a strength check for him.
18.
18. All right, and with that, he starts digging into it, and especially with all the pieces, it just seems as if he does just a good enough job. Then the coral just starts getting broken and ripped. And the top side, it takes him a bit of time.
Yeah.
You know, it's not quick.
Right.
But yeah, he kind of at least opens the top side until he hits that cargo hold, which is like metal bars.
Okay.
So unless you break it all and lift that out somehow, you could then maybe free up the entire thing, but then you still have the coral below. But
Okay.
he's got at least like a big chunk this way where you wanted him to take it out.
Going up to a cannon, how heavy is the cannon? Like, I'm not able to like lift one by myself.
I don't think you'd be able to lift one by yourself. No.
Okay.
I know they're
so.
pretty heavy.
That's what I thought.
I'm gonna go up to the metal,
Hey, just have Dorias ready to pry these apart.
and I'm gonna cast heat metal
Mm-hmm.
on the metal, and then I will let that kind of sit there. I mean, after a minute, like I'll kind of let it heat up, and like I don't know if it's just like a metal object, so I don't know if that would be all of it or how that works. But I'll cast heat metal on it, and then after, like, I'll kind of have a metal counter in my head. I'll let it heat up for like pretty much a full minute, and then I'll kind of like.
No.
Okay.
I'll have Dorias. I'm trying to get.
I want to try and just like pull.
Yeah, because we haven't done these in a bit. Animal handling.
Do I have to do that with
Dorias,
with my pendant?
you do.
Okay.
Advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
He's good.
I'm good.
I think you're good.
No, I'm very good. 23.
Yeah, nice. I just want to see how good it would be.
Yeah.
And with that, you say now in Draconic, and he just 2 big scratches, and the whole hole, like the bars where he scratches, just pull open. And then you notice that with that, the coral on the bottom side, as he pulls it open, it heated the entire hold. So like it started burning some of it, and the bottom half in the lower part, the top layer about like 2 feet starts to just like almost like turn into like rock and rubble. It just like slowly just pieces away. And you notice like from the top side too, the coral kind of like settles a little bit on the top too.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. How much you have right now? You have like half the hole just open.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay. Move and get another
You
hole.
might as well try to make as many holes as possible.
Yeah.
And we'll say, just with time, easy enough, he digs into the coral and he just opens up all the space on the top side. And there's just chunks and chunks of coral on the top deck, and the hole's open to be ripped into again.
Okay.
So the question is, how's this gonna work?
My thought was that maybe we could use rope. We could get some rope down. We could loop it underneath it, and then we could have enough men on the top, and we could just hoist it. And then I could also have Dorias and myself, like once we get up here, have the strong boys up here, hoist it up, and then we can try to get it rolled over.
We should be able to leverage rope. I mean, assume there's still a mast or something on this ship.
There is.
We should be able to leverage rope on one of the masts as a pulley, bring the cannons up. We've got many hands on deck. We can either create some sort of timbers to haul them over, or if we can lift them by hand, we bring them over one at a time.
Yeah, that'll
They do
work.
have wheels on them.
Oh,
I think, yeah, Sigmund, roll one above this, or, so we can get at it.
What do you need me to do?
We got it opened up.
Do you need me to roll it up?
Just roll it so it's like
so
in the opening.
I got holes on both
Yes.
sides.
Yeah, so
we're
when
just
all
gonna
this-
like so if you just roll
This
the
is all
cannon.
clear.
Sorry, I just wasn't here.
No, you're good. You're good.
22 strength.
All right, yeah, and easily enough, you roll one over. It's right underneath the cargo hold. I know you guys have rope, so you guys, whoever wants to man this and get this done, I'll have you roll a sleight of hand.
to tie the rope.
To tie the rope.
I'll do that. I've got a pretty good.
I'll do the pulling of the rope for the strength.
Okay, so
And
then
I'll-
you go above deck, and easy enough.
Torch is
You
carrying the
notice right next to the wheel, or sorry, on the front side of the ship, we're gonna say this is where the stairs are, where the whatchamacallit is, instead of like a hatch. So you notice that that's where the stairs is, so you can easily go over there, and you kind of like a couple times have to like kind of use your strength to pop open the coral on the top side, and you're above deck if you need to be.
And obviously I'm helping him on the top end try to pull as well.
I got a dirty 20 on the sleight of hand for
Nice,
kind of
and well enough, you kind of do a couple wraps around it, and you try to span the whole length of the cannon, so that way it's just not kind of like teeter-tottering, and you do really well, and it seems secure enough to be starting being pulled. So
How many ropes do we have?
depends how many ropes you guys have. I know you have one.
I got mine.
I have one as well.
Okay, so we'll carry that 20 over. You have 2 of them, so you have 2 ropes attached to this thing.
I'll go down below and I'll help guide it up.
Okay.
We'll start pulling with our strength.
You still have fly, so that works.
What'd you say?
You should still have fly. Actually, no, at this point it'd probably be gone.
Oh, can I not walk down anymore?
No, you can walk down. You just don't have fly.
Oh, I'll just
Sorry.
walk down then.
Yeah. So strength check. Strength check.
He's gonna roll.
I'm just rolling since
roll
he's
an
helping me. I
advantage.
was going to advantage. 27.
Do you want Doris or Dorias to help at all?
What I was
I know you were
Tie it
mentioning
to
that.
Dorias's leg and have him.
What I was
walk
gonna
him up.
actually do is I was just gonna like loop it around his neck and like have him kind of like face our ship and then have him just like kind of like pull with it.
Make a strength check for him then too. And what'd you roll? Sorry.
When you say strength, is it straight strength or is it the saving throw?
It's a strength check.
Oh,
not a save.
so 24.
24.
So he would have gotten a 16.
16. Yeah, with that, well enough, you guys pull that first cannon above deck. But at that point, once it kind of like gets above and rests, he has it still like an inch or 2 off the deck, and he like comes down to the ground. Like he just couldn't quite hold on to it long enough. So you have a cannon above deck at this point.
Okay.
Well, I said we get them all above deck, and then we can worry about transferring with boat after that.
I say we do that too. Actually, what if Bradley went and got planks from our boat? If we have any, we could use it to just roll them. Get on like a board to like roll them.
It's a good idea.
Good
There's plenty
idea.
of ship members to help move them.
So Bradley, go get some people to get some planks out. We can use it as a roller.
Ship job rolls.
Let's go. Fucking still sucks, but
What'd you
11.
get? 1.
11.
11.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's by these standards. That's fucking amazing.
All right, and then yeah, you easily find planks, and then you kind of muster. You might, I mean, I guess we'll say there's definitely a part on this ship that has an opening that you could put a plank on, and you guys easily enough with the strength that you have, the numbers you have, you roll that first cannon up over deck. So I'm gonna roll,
Maybe it's just
or sorry, I want you to roll one more strength or sleight of hand check, one more strength with advantage, one more strength for Dorias.
Not good. I got an 8 for sight.
15.
21.
21 and 15. Okay, so relatively close. So the strength check isn't an issue. I'm gonna roll a d6. Okay. Unfortunately, 2 of them, in the process of tying them, when you start to lift them, you get one of them so close to the top deck, and the ropes just don't hold, and it falls, and you see all the wood and everything just splinter and break. So 2 of them that kind of happens on, and then you got 4 of them that you successfully bring across board. Other than that one that you already had, so you have 5
Nice.
that you had gotten across deck.
Nice, I'll take 5.
Hell yeah.
W.
Hey, those
Nice
good,
work, man.
Great idea.
Nice job.
Cool.
Do we have, so like, in our ship, do we have like a,
Is there like a? I guess I don't know why I'm talking. In our ship, is there 1 level, 2 level, like beneath? So like we're main
There's-
level, and then we just have 1 level, and
It's
then is there
just
stuff
1 level.
below?
There is, well, so technically there is a level below, but it's not a level that's like used for anything.
Yeah. I'm
It's
just
like just a
wondering-
small space that like,
Yeah. I'm just wondering for the sake of like, if we is like our ship sit high enough where we could cut squares out?
yeah, like you have holes to put cannons on in the
Oh, I
second
know
level.
that.
You
Okay.
just don't,
Just don't have.
you just don't have any there. You just put 2 on the front deck or on the top deck because that's all you had. You just positioned the best way you thought you would
Okay.
use.
maybe that's what we can do over the course of our travels.
Yeah, that'll give us something to do. I
Get our
think that's
bounty
good.
down below.
And
Yeah.
Our
so,
Sigmund can just stay down there.
and so like I said before too,
Or I should say Thor.
your ship is very close to this one.
Oh, it's right
And
on my
knowing that
sheet.
they had 6 on each side, you
Oh,
know that you
no.
could fit technically 12 on the second.
Idiot.
And however many you
I
have.
was writing on my
So
sheet.
it went
Yeah.
And I just wrote right on
So
it.
you have 6. So like this 6 it's at 6 and 6.
Yeah.
And you
My
only
sheet's
got
already
5
grabbed,
out.
so I
Yours
can't
is
do it
like
anyway.
almost identical, other than theirs is slightly bigger.
Okay, so we have 6.
So you have 6 slots on the second level.
And right now we have
both sides.
2 plus
So we have
4.
seven.
We have 7
We
or
have 7
5.
total.
We have 7 total cannons.
Yeah. You do.
Alright, so when we get back over, I'm gonna kind of gather everybody up.
Alright, well, that was a little interesting. We can get rid of these grappling hooks, bring them back on board. We don't need that shit anymore. As we continue to sail, I think that it's best use of our time if we start transferring these cannons down below deck and we start getting them mounted beneath here and put them in the cannon slot. So I think that'll be a good job for the majority of the crew.
For me, the powder monkey.
Yes, you guys and Thorin. I believe that'll be best fit, you know, to do that and get those things mounted to where we think they'll be best. And I'll continue to steer the ship, but I think most of you other guys, if you're not manning the sails, we can use you guys to help with these cannons.
I agree.
All right.
And then
With
I'll
that,
hop back on the
Yeah, we'll
wheel.
say that is a job. So let's do a job roll for you. Job roll for you.
Sales?
I guess
Okay,
if
this
you
is
want me
on
to,
one.
if you want me to
You can do
read,
sales. If he gets you the
crit fail max or just
2. So I'm just saying.
Captain, you want sales, please.
I got 9.
Let's drop the sails.
Okay, now you can roll 9.
Guidance.
You can roll 1. Damn it.
Jesus Christ.
2.
I mean, if you want me to roll, too, I can, because I guess I would just like echo the commands too. But
Yeah, we'll say for right now, that's what we're at. So throughout the day, I'm gonna have you roll a d20. Just let me know what that number is.
How many people die trying to transport it?
14.
14.
20! Let's go!
Okay. Wow. Your helpers rolled like shit, but one of them did really well. So we'll say fucking Dominic helps you, and he rolls really well, and he gets the other people in order.
That's my job.
True. You get him in order, then he gets them in order, and he has no merit, so they just kind of flip him off.
That's when I step
But with
in, so
that,
it'll take 2 years.
we'll say, so that was kind of like mid-morning when that happened, the whole fight and everything. So you guys have quite a bit of time until night hits. So we'll say for the rest of the day, if you guys want to take that time to try to fix those, you get them all at least set up. And I'm gonna have you roll one more time on your job.
Can I be able to roll for my perception
Ooh.
part of my job?
Everybody?
Just in for it.
Okay.
14.
So we have 7 total cannons.
Nice. So yeah, you guys.
My second 19
So
today.
however you want those cannons to be fixed, you guys can discuss.
We have
that.
5.
You have 5 extra ones now. Yes.
On top of the 2 that we had.
Yeah.
We'll just go 3 on the right, 2 on the left.
Okay.
Or,
Because we still got 2 up top.
oh, we're leaving. Okay. We don't leave those there.
I'd probably leave those because those can move easier, I would say.
Yeah.
Or we may bring one down and keep one.
What do you guys think?
I don't know, I feel like it's good to have a top deck because we're going to be on the top deck.
The only other thing I might think is that we move one to the side that doesn't have as many as they like. Side that has 2, leave that one pointing there, and then we maybe could put the other one on the side that has more like the 3 down below. Put that one up front so it shoots straight ahead.
How often would, I mean, how much
I just think-
how much is it gonna be worth
You just
having
like to
one
shoot-
cannon shooting straight
I
ahead?
just
So-
think it'd be
Happens,
easiest
doesn't
if we just put them all down below deck.
Or we could put them all on one side, then we wouldn't have to move. But
Yeah, and then you just drive up, like, if you're about to attack. drive
like if
up
we're
and
attacking, you have to worry about one side. The only issue is if we get attacked, and we get attacked from the wrong
It's not a
side.
horrible
I think-
idea of
I
having a
think we just
couple on
go
one
3
side,
and
but
4. I think if we get them down there, then when all of our cannonballs are down there, you guys are all down there manning them. If we're up top, then we're splitting some of our power monkeys.
I would agree.
I agree.
I
Let's
think
do
if we
that.
just
Oh
go
yeah,
down
true.
Let's do that.
We'll move all the cannons down then, if we have the slots for
Good
them.
choice,
nice.
Captain.
You want 3 and 4?
Yep.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, 3 and 4.
4 on the right, 3 on the left.
He's decking out the Harkonnen right
Good
now.
choice, Captain.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking is like, if we're on the bottom deck and all of a sudden like the ship boards and we're
then
Yeah.
you're down.
Stuck under the level.
The only like thing you'd really want
You make
in
it
the front
easy
center would
access,
be like some
maybe.
sort of like harpoon or something to like chain
Yeah.
onto something.
Catapult.
But I'm gonna say a bullet. But if we get like a ballista, that obviously.
Yeah,
gets-
that's
so
true.
Parker's kind
When
of
you're shooting cannons or anything
it
like
kind of
that,
is getting decked out.
How many?
We should have reloaded that other ship for everything that has. Take its 10
We looked for
sails.
cannons, they were all fake though.
Take its 10 sails.
We should have actually.
They were
probably.
phony cannons, or else they probably would have just fired at you guys.
No,
God, that's sick.
I wish you could like upload things. You think you put a Sochi Wonkai flag on there?
I know.
You can.
Can you?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
upload
you can.
them?
Yeah.
You can upload assets.
Did not know that.
Oh, my sister too. She's got the everything ready. She's trying to figure out how to. She has to download that image as like a weird. She can't just do it as a PDF.
Yeah.
So my cousin Ashley's gonna help her with that because Ashley knows how to do that kind of shit.
Cause
So
yeah, she can
they're
export.
gonna. They were talking this weekend. They're gonna get together.
Sweet.
Well done.
Alright, looks good.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We need to get something. Now we need to put some barrels or something on the front of the ship.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna have everybody roll one more time on their jobs.
I swear to God.
We're
Come
gonna
on.
we're gonna
Nice,
log in.
nice.
Hey, I'm gonna log into Carnet tonight. I'm gonna deck out our ship. We're all decked out.
Yes.
6.
6 of them.
I got that 20.
Oh!
You
First
for you,
first
Bradley.
nat
20.
I had a 14.
Damn!
I had to give myself guidance for it.
Oh,
What'd you get, Torrin?
14.
14, that's really good too.
I got a 10.
It's
Nice.
actually a 10 to solid.
A 10 solid.
I got
dude. I'll take
9.
10 every day.
I think I'm about to be an upgrade.
I got
I'm
a
pretty
5.
close.
5. Because you might.
What'd you get, Sylvan?
6.
Hold
And
on.
I want you to roll
I definitely
just
have
a normal 20.
You subtract 5.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, I got 5.
10, okay. Okay, as we progress through the day, you guys notice waters get a little rougher, but not enough to cause any storms. It just seems like waters are rough. With a 10, you make out very well. Nothing impedes. It doesn't seem like you get off track. You don't get off course. And you guys make it. I think you guys had technically made it like 2 hours prior. You guys make it another like 10 hours of your day with nothing on the open seas. You don't see anything. Nothing comes into vision. You leave the ship behind that you just fought, and you get to a point where it is starting to hit late night. It's about 8. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and you see finally in the distance a large landmass. You see it mostly with your spyglass, and you just kind of point out to everybody that I see something above or ahead. But it's at this point where you notice that there are things in the sky kind of hovering around the island, and it feels like this might be the safest point to drop anchor and then finish that the next day.
Okay.
And so with that, that was what your rolls were for. You guys drop anchor,
Drop the sails.
drop the sails, and that is where you guys go to rest. That's where we'll end that session.
Alright.
And you are coming technically upon your, I think, technically 5th day.
Okay, what's our, wait, before we...
Ship XP.
I'll do the next session. Are we gonna start next session the next day or that night still?
We'll say it starts that next day.
Okay, I'm gonna put up some good berries then.
Okay.
So I got
It's day 30 right now, man.
4 spells worth I'm gonna cook up.
Okay.
So
We've been on the sea for 30
so 40
days.
good berries. I'll disperse
We've lost
them
track of
tomorrow,
time.
Okay.
We're going mad.
All right, Sylvan.
No,
You can add 9 to the captain's
You have
wheel.
good berries. I have a spell. I don't know it right now. I can. It's called create food and water. It's like the same thing. I can
Nice.
create food and water for like 20 people.
Yeah, but you can have 1 HP for each person.
No, but it's level. It's a level 3 spell too. So I'm like,
No,
I'd rather have you waste level 1 good berries.
Oh
than
yeah.
that.
Torrin, you add 13 to your post and sailmasters. Sigmund.
13. Did I roll a 19 on my last one?
Yeah, but this is
14.
a combination of
Go for
everything. Like all.
I don't think it correlates.
13%.
Oh, it's different.
The only thing
Damn.
it correlates right to it.
Sigmund, you you got a 16 for your powder monkey stuff. Doris, you got a 9 for your first mate. Brecken, you got a 4 for your quartermaster. And Bradley with the nat 20, that bolstered you to a 16.
All right, then XP for the session
73.
is also 1,100 each.
1100.
What are you guys at?
Close.
I'm
not
so
close enough.
fucking close.
900 away.
Yeah, you guys got like
Guaranteed next sesh.
you guys got like 900 for XP for the Coral Guardians and everything, and the encounter in general. And you guys got an extra 200 on top of that with the role play at the beginning.
Is it
And then
6400?
just the ship job.
It is.
6400 is next.
I want to get this updated.
Hey, I roll nat 20, we level up right now.
No.
Come on, just do it.
I'm at 63 180.
It's doing on the board.
Guidance.
3.
Yeah.
Go back a level.
Don't push it anymore. Don't push it anymore.
If it's a crit fail, you go back.
Yeah, fuck that.
We have like a couple guys that are got nat 20s.
We should
they're
just have
level
Mitch roll.
11s.
He's an nat 20
Wait
guy
a
over there.
minute.
If he rolls a nat 20, we all die. Today.
16.
Oh.
63 180.
63?
I wanted to be a me, a
You're at
Mario.
180. I'm at 63, 182.
I
I don't know, I'm stuck on a 30.
Oh,
I don't know where I got that.
Yeah, because we got it from that one
338.
session.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
I'm at 63 233.
There's
Yeah.
a couple dudes
There's a-
hanging